Perfect.
Salute, and welcome. Welcome back to the Black Ocean. Now swimming in the deep end with your host, the one and only Great Black Shark. And salute to AH. People already hitting the cash up. Your brother hadn't even got started yet. I appreciate y'all very much. I always said I have one of the most supportive, most intelligent, and one of the most ruthless audiences when it comes to roasting on YouTube. Hands down, salute, and welcome to everybody joining us over here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. I know I definitely am, okay? We know there's a lot of crazy things going on in the world, but don't forget to live your life and enjoy your life, okay? We gonna be all right. We come from a strong bloodline, those of us who are foundational Black American freedmen and our own cold Black immigrant brothers and sisters, okay? So never let anything get you to the point where it overwhelms you. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be somewhat of a more lighthearted broadcast, but it's going to be some truth disseminated over here too. Now, what you're looking at on the screen, if you're not familiar with the podcast, this is my good brother, Marcus Smith, better known as You Know Maaacus. His podcast is called The Manestream, as you see on the screen, Country Folks in the City. Very funny, up-and-coming comedian, but the brother is one of the most on-code comedians I have ever seen. Okay, him and his entire family, okay? The good brother Shad over there, okay, that's his cousin, and his mother, she goes by the name of Jonay Feng Shui, okay, or Mrs. Jonay as I like to call her. Good people, man. Good people, very intelligent. And, you know, if you haven't subscribed to the brother's channel, you can find it at You Know Maaacus. That's Marcus with 3 A's, okay? You go over there and subscribe. But tonight, we're going to be reviewing a segment that they had on their show about talking about certain current events. And when I saw this, I said, oh, yeah, man, I got to touch on this. So that's what we're going to be reviewing here tonight. Like I said, some hit dogs may holler. It is what it is. But my brother and his guests, they spoke a lot of truth. But we're going to have to break down certain things on here, okay? Because, like, I noticed a couple of things on here. And you know one of the things about your brother, I think I have a good way of breaking things down that are often spoke upon, but in a way that people can digest it and say, you know what? I might not like how he said it or what he's talking about, but the brother's got a point, okay? That's what we're going to do here tonight. Now, that you know what the broadcast is going to be about, let me scroll up and greet my esteemed guests that I see join us over here. I see Two Stay Woke in the building. Sister Patricia Slade, I see you. ATLN_007, I see you. Sister Patricia Jenkins, the moderator on deck, I see you. My good brother Diesel Mike out there on them highways and byways, salute to you. Son Zed, welcome to you, sister. AK Sour God in the building. Goddess Navi, I see you, sister. Artist Doucette, sincerely yours, what's going on? Mini FBA, I see you. Salute and welcome to everybody that will be joining us in attendance here tonight. Now, another bit of housekeeping we have to take care of. I will have a Patreon live stream broadcast coming up soon here, and it's going to be about different types of survival equipment, okay, how to prepare certain things that you're going to need. So if you're over there on the Patreon, that's coming up soon. I know we haven't been over there for a minute, but we're about to get back rocking and rolling over there. I got a lot of good stuff coming up for y'all that you probably won't see nowhere else or nobody else won't be talking about, but it's going to be very important, okay? So I will definitely post that on the community tab. Like I say, be looking out for that in the next couple of days here, okay? So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get to our subject matter here tonight. I want everybody to go over there and subscribe to that brother's channel, okay? Very good dude. I think he's a very funny comedian. You be the judge of that yourself. The brother has a tour going on to Put Some Souf in Your Mouth tour, okay? And see, let me tell you why I speak so highly of this brother. Besides him being on code, he's very knowledgeable about a lot of things as far as it pertains to our lineage. Yes, he's one of us, foundational Black American freedmen, okay? And he doesn't apologize for that either. In my view, and Brother Marcus, if you listen, I know you're very humble, he is one of the most intelligent entertainers that you really gonna run across. Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to give my brother his flowers because, see, a lot of times we don't really do that as Black men, but I'm going to do it here tonight, damn it. That brother right there, a lot of people try to talk shit about how he speaks because he's a Southern brother from Arkansas, okay? But I'm going to say this. A lot of the people that's got something to say about that man, one, they're jealous of his success, okay? Number two, I was taught this a long time ago by my grandparents. While you busy trying to pick on how somebody speaks or how they sound or whatever, you might better focus on listening to what they're saying because they just may know something you don't, okay? Yeah, and so Brother Marcus carries himself very well, okay? One of the things that's going to stand out about you if you don't know who I'm talking about and you hadn't seen it, one of the things I love about that podcast, in today's society in America where they paint Black people in the worst light, I'm talking about, man, everything bad, they put it on Front Street with us. This brother and his family stay dressed to the damn nines. I'm telling you, man, you're going to see what I'm talking about on here. And I think that's a good thing for us to see. Like I said, the brother's a comedian, he's an entertainer, but he takes his personal appearance and his image very seriously. Him and his brother and his mother, okay? If you think I'm over-exaggerating about it, just wait. You're going to see him. And we need more of that. We need more things to counter the Suki Hanas and the sexy reds and all this other idiocy and degeneracy that they put in front of us. So salute to you over there at the Manestream Podcast. Y'all keep doing your thing. We're going to review a portion of their recent podcast they had here. And I think everybody's going to get something from it. So with that said, we're going to get started.
And Remy.
Sad.
Come on, man.
I believe in them more than anybody.
Oh my
Papoose.
God. Oh my God.
I gotta sit. I gotta let my legs down on this. Papoose. And Remy.
I
Now,
believe in them.
the boy waited on her. How long was that? About 6 years?
I don't know.
I think she was locked up.
I
She was
don't
locked
know.
up for a good little time. That boy waited on her at least 6 years.
A man wait on a woman.
A man waited on a
Oh,
woman.
Papoose was
That's- he did.
when women
He sure
saying no
did.
good men.
Oh, 8. So they said 8 years. Okay.
When women saying no good men, they was talking about Papoose. Not saying it ain't no good men. He was what they were looking for.
Listen.
The hood nigga, loyal, had the gangster persona, got some intelligence, made some money, tough, respected.
Man waited on that woman. Praised the whole time she was locked up.
Yeah.
You hear me? Lifted her. You hear me?
That's
Lifted her the
crazy.
whole time.
She done living.
She been
Dang.
out. How long she been out?
She ain't just leave him, she cheated.
She
Oh, she cheated. I didn't know she cheated on
She
him.
went with another battle rapper.
Yeah,
Ooh.
cheated.
And
I didn't
a
know
young
that.
battle rapper, young whippersnapper.
Dang.
I don't know what he
That's
did.
Papoose
when
right there.
She was out.
Well,
I don't know what he did
they
for
ain't
no
talking
8
about
years.
him, no. They talking about her.
You see
I
the
don't know
you
what
see
he
the-
did. All
They
them
talk
eight
about
That's
her.
years.
true. That's true.
But he took
That's
he
true.
held her
Wait.
down.
She been back for a while. So if he would have did something that was questionable, that should have hit the surface before now. Because she been
For
back
a
for
woman.
a minute.
It's gonna be quicker for a woman than a man.
But
You know how
this is
y'all
the
do.
thing. It don't matter what he did. He held her down in public the whole time. He held her down. He took care of her.
I mean, it don't matter what he did.
I'm saying, what could he have did? Because if he took care of you financially and held you down while you was in prison, and then when you came back, you didn't have to worry about nothing. He had money for you. He looked out for you. You had everything you needed.
And if you follow
But
Papoose,
you never know the backstory.
But if you
I agree.
follow
You never know.
Papoose though,
you never know
You
what
never
he
know.
did. You don't know what
But-
they went
but
through.
mama-
You don't know. You
Okay,
really
but
don't.
what are you?
But
Okay,
if
what?
this guy, he's one of those guys who leads with integrity. He's always been known for his character. That's the one thing he's always been known for.
So he didn't do nothing the whole 8 years.
I can't say
What-
he
what
didn't
is-
do nothing. He's known for his
understand.
character though.
He-
He's known for
And he
that.
went to see her every day for a whole year.
He's known for
I
his
didn't know
character.
that.
That's what they said.
Oh my god!
They were saying they was posting it. They was saying it. I'm sorry.
You can go to a jail every day.
You can't.
No,
No, you can't.
maybe some of them you can.
You can't.
No,
I don't know if you run out of visitation and
No, you can't.
in the,
every day.
You can't
Come
go
on
to
now.
prison every day.
I mean, I don't think nobody
Y'all-
will,
y'all
but I
went
don't
to
think you
prison.
can run out of visitation.
No.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't
No,
know.
you can't go to prisons every day.
Man, but they in prison. They was in prison in New York. Y'all, it's different. It's different and different.
You ain't gonna see it. Nobody know every day.
Mama, do you know somebody that was in prison in New York?
I know somebody was in prison. But you ain't gonna see him.
Do you
every
know
day.
somebody in prison in New York?
Nope.
Exactly.
So what do you
There's
say?
New York
there are
the difference.
visitation days and hours because I got
Yeah, it's not every day.
my brother cousin is in prison. He been in
Okay,
prison
so
for,
you saying as in terms of the visitation hours, you can't. See
Yeah,
him
there are
every
certain
day.
days.
But every time visitation was available, he was
okay,
there.
then he probably went to
that,
go see
that
her.
may
Yeah.
be what
That's
they
not
said.
every day.
Yeah.
That's a difference.
But that's
No.
still
I
that's
understand
commitment.
what y'all saying. If he
Yeah, I
committed
get what
to her
you're
all
saying.
that time, but y'all still don't know the backstory.
Well, give me your backstory.
I-
Give
you
me a
don't know what
backstory that
happened.
makes sense,
I
Mama.
agree.
backstory
No.
makes sense. He could
Give
have
him-
been sleeping
I
with her
agree.
cousin the whole time. Y'all don't know. You don't know.
She
about
wouldn't have been
Mike?
with him 10 years after.
How
You don't
about
know.
this? How about she just didn't want to be with him no more, and she didn't have the
Right.
courage to walk away from it because he did hold her down. It be like that sometimes.
And that's fucked up.
They had their time.
Now let me pause it right here. Yeah, y'all know the story they're talking about because on my brother's show, he covers a lot of different types of topics. Okay, and that's been one that's been going around in the news. Some people have asked me my opinion on it. You about to get that tonight. I'm just gonna go ahead and come out the rip. And like I said, hit dog shall holler. It is what it is. Better put some earmuffs on. Let me talk to the family for a minute. Now, first things first, like the ladies on the panel are saying, and the older sister that's in the middle of the couch, that's Brother Marcus's mother, okay? A lot of respect for that sister, man. Very classy, very wise lady. And the other sister is a guest of his, fellow comedian of his that's on the show. Now, everybody knows the situation with Remy Ma. She went to prison, did, I think, 8 years. But he stayed there, took care of whatever. But yeah, it's like I said, you don't know what the backstory is. However, I'm going to tell you where I tend to lean on that. I don't think it was no backstory. I kind of believe it was what the comedian, the light-skinned sister, said over there. Yeah, she just got tired and didn't want to do it no more because I'm going to tell you why I'm saying it. I'm going to tell you why. Unfortunately, today in America, and this for all races of women, not just black women, America and certain powers that be have a vested interest in promoting dysfunction towards women. And the way it's set up now in America is kind of like a big amusement park. Okay, hey, you don't need no man, this, that, the third. Even if you got a good one, hey, get back out here, you're missing something. What's going to happen is for everybody, not just Remy Ma doing that, you're going to find out just how in short supply a good man or woman is today. So you got to be twice the fool it take to be one. Outside of some serious extenuating circumstances, somebody doing something to harm somebody or whatever, somebody was willing to wait on your ass while you was in prison for 8 years in either direction, men or women, but we talking about that specific situation. That's just not a bad look. And see this whole thing about, okay, ladies, like you heard the comedian sister say, well, she just got tired. Well, the thing about getting tired, that kind of works both ways. It's not just women getting tired of stuff. A lot of these men are getting tired of that bullshit. See, I've heard what's being said about the cheating and everything, and this whole other rapper, Easy the Block Captain. Allegedly, she's supposed to have cheated with him. Now, if that's the truth, I'm going to tell you something about me. I get it. They're rappers. They're entertainers. But at a certain point, you ain't supposed to be on no battle rap scene. That's for the young folks. I mean, look, you're supposed to progress in everything you do in life. You can't have that type of arrested development. And unfortunately, in our community, a lot of people have it. Papoose, him and her have done their thing in the music industry. Transition to, if you're not still doing shows behind the scenes, production work, move to a different phase of that. You're not even supposed to be around that crowd like that no more if you're progressing properly. So that's part of the problem, okay? The other issue that I have, you're going to see that display here tonight. I'm going to let this play. And before I even say anything, I'm going to take my time on this. I want to see if y'all catch what the issue is going to be. Okay? I'm not going to say nothing yet. I'm just going to sit here, let it play for a few, and then we're going to come back and see if everybody catch what the issue is.
Sometimes you just be like, damn,
But Mama,
I don't want to be with this person.
Mama,
We've all been there.
They've been together in relationships.
all been
Nobody
there.
say most of the girls I smashed are in relationships. Appreciate you for the 20, introverted rock star. Listen, even if that was his case, if he was your scenario,
So they
he
was
been
together.
with the woman for 10 years
They been
afterwards,
together.
so they don't even. So,
So they been
that
together.
would have been nothing came
Listen,
up.
You said they got 10
She
years
got out
after.
like 10 years ago,
They've
right?
been
I
It's
don't
been a while.
remember.
It's
Been
Okay,
a
it's
while,
been a while.
long while.
But
okay. Maybe they grew apart. Maybe they ain't supposed to be together no
yeah,
more.
that's
big man.
real.
She
It's okay.
That's
cheated.
real.
She could have just broke up
Coulda
with
broke
him.
up
Could
with
have
the
did it too.
man.
How you know
But
he
that's
ain't
what I
cheat?
just said.
How you know he ain't
Sometimes
cheat?
people don't have the courage to just let it go.
Right.
That's just humans do that. Sorry, humans
I
do that.
I think the only thing that we're discussing right now in this segment is that women have begged for this type of man. And we have an example. We have an archetype
And then y'all
of this type of man.
But y'all
And he
don't
gets
know
fucked
that.
over.
you
Y'all
don't-
just know
you
what
just
y'all
don't
what
know
they
that.
what they
I
say.
agree. You don't
You're
know.
not in the
But-
backside.
No.
Okay, we
But
can.
y'all coming up with all these excuses.
You
This
know,
is not
instead of
excuses.
the facts.
I would
Well,
say
the
this
facts
for
we
me.
have in front of us.
But check this. I say the same thing for Iman because he cheated on Tayana. He cheated on Tayana. I said the same
I don't
thing. I
even
said
know who
sometimes
that
you
is.
just
Tiana Taylor.
Tayana
No, I don't know
Taylor.
who Iman is.
So
I know who
Iman,
Tayana
so her
is.
But this
husband
is the
cheated
thing.
on her.
But this
But
is
I'll
the-
say the same thing if we was talking about a dude.
But this is the thing though.
I don't think it's right.
This
what
is
she
the
did,
facts
you
that
know.
we got. The facts that we got are he held her down while she was
Absolutely.
7, 8 years. She got out. They stayed together.
They saying she got her in 2015. So what? We 20
That's
23.
8 years. So she been out 8 years.
8 ball.
And she, according to what they say, cheated on him. And we was with a battle rapper, which he beat up. Allegedly, he beat up because he seen the text messages and he seen that they was trying to get close.
Crazy.
So he ended up beating up the battle rapper. And now they're not together anymore, and she's with the battle rapper. And now y'all trying to tell me is justification with that?
I'm not
No,
saying.
we live in a world of
There's a
cheaters.
possibility of justification.
We live in a world of cheaters,
What?
men and women.
I guess what
That's
I'm.
just what they do. big
So
man.
it's
I'm saying, I'm talking about the justification. There's what justification? What scenario can you give me where there's justification for what she did? She literally cheated.
Their point
Okay.
is, if she was ready to go, she had the right to lead. That's their.
All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, does my esteemed audience see what the issue is? Okay. And again, I have the utmost respect for this brother and his family. But ladies, I hope y'all are listening to this broadcast tonight, whether it's live or recorded, and I hope you reflect on what I'm about to say. First and foremost, does anybody see what the issue is? Look over in the chat and see if anybody caught it. Does anybody see what the problem is? I want to see if anybody's going to put it in exact terms, men and women, okay? Does anybody see what the problem is with the issue that they're discussing? I'm going to give y'all a couple of seconds. I know I might have a sharp audience, so I'm over here looking. I'm going to see if anybody's going to put it in here. Give you a couple seconds. But this needs to be discussed. It's very important. And it's something that our sisters going to have to get an understanding on. Let me correct that. They're going to have to get an understanding on it if they want to get and keep good men. Okay? Let me see. Oh, yes. Yep, the A word. Somebody down here, Presidential Mike, got both of them. Deflection of accountability. Yes, that's exactly it. Let me say this to my sisters, and I say this with the utmost concern and care for you. Those of you with sense, now you ain't got no sense. I ain't talking to you. Just go ahead and find something else to watch. This broadcast ain't for you. When men are discussing something, and it involves a woman doing something wrong, you have to stop trying to deflect away from what's being said and bring up a situation about a man. Now, men are not perfect. No, we're not. You will never hear me say that. We got things we definitely got to work on. But one of the big differences I've noticed between men and women, when the men are discussing something that the women do, and it's clearly wrong, instead of just saying, hey, you know what? Yeah, she was wrong for that. Stop trying to do whataboutism. Stop trying to find a man to compare a situation to. Y'all, look, let me tell you why I'm telling you this. This is a caution for you. If you want to get and keep a good man, let me tell you why it's more important than ever today that you stop doing that. Today, with the way things are in this country, the men out here that are eligible to be in relationships and marriages, they're looking at everything, especially the younger generation. I'm talking about the millennials, the Gen Zs. Let me tell you something. It's not going to be the same as it was for like when those of us who are Gen Xers were coming up, where, okay, you try to work with somebody, it's a bunch of arguing back and forth. That is over. Do you understand me? I'm going to roll down a list for you. And I hope you're paying attention. Septum rings, disqualification. Bunch of tattoos, disqualification. Listen, I'm talking about what the quality men are looking for. I'm just telling you off the real, some things are automatic disqualification. You are practically invisible to them type of brothers, okay? Bunch of combative arguments. Oh, disqualification. Not doing it. And we're not just talking about a minor argument here or there. I'm talking about just combative for no reason. Brothers are not doing that anymore, okay? Not taking accountability for things when you clearly wrong, okay? That's look, let me say something about that. Too many women in general, but we talking about the ones in our community, have an issue with that. A grown woman shouldn't have no problem taking accountability when she's wrong for something. If you haven't mastered the ability to do that, you basically operating on the level of a little girl, not a woman. That's childlike behavior. You can't progress in a relationship, a healthy one, and not take accountability. And that's for men and women, but we talking about the women. Now, the other thing that is most unattractive to brothers that are decent brothers, not the homosexuals or the dusty brothers. This whole thing where too many women in our community base their behavior and decision making off what entertainers do. And the men have some of the problem with that as well, because I got a broadcast coming up where I'm going to have to get on some sound bowls when it comes to sports. Okay? If we're going to talk about the women, what their weaknesses are, we're going to talk about the men, because they got this weakness with the sports thing. It was a comment that was made by Tom Brady. And if y'all follow me on Twitter, you should see that tweet, all the samples in. Don't worry, I'm going to put them on the Summer Jam screen soon. It's coming. But this issue here, let me tell you something. In life, right now, in this country, there are certain events that have taken place in that entertainment world that have been barometers on what's to come, as far as like what men are going to put up with and what's not. That Keke Palmer situation, brothers are sitting there watching all the heifers that was cheering that on. They're like, oh, okay. All right, cool. Here's what's different. A lot of brothers ain't gonna like me for saying this, but I'm trying to help you out. You can take it or leave it. What's different? Instead of brothers running around yelling at to the top of their lungs about what don't do, they're not doing that anymore. They're silently observing and saying, okay, you know what? Ooh, you thought that was okay? Let me just go ahead and not deal with you no more. Because no man that respects himself is going to put up with no woman that co-signed that. I think it's okay. Another situation. Look at the situation that happened with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Now, man, look, I'm going to tell you something right now. That man, he has lost all semblance of self-respect. I don't see how no man does that. Well, I do, because when you don't have no self-esteem or self-respect, you'll put up with anything. I don't even need to go into detail about everything that Jada has put that man through. Okay, and I'm not saying he's perfect, but damn, that did draw the line. You sitting there pining and whining over a dead man for 30 plus years in front of my face to the point you got my children disrespecting me? No. So the point that I'm making, ladies, is you better change that behavior. Okay, you better change it. Because I'm telling you now where it's going, and this is something I don't want to see, but I got to tell the truth about what I'm saying. You have a chance to deal with a person when they're willing to go back and forth with you in conversation. In good faith, hopefully. What you don't have a chance at is when the person stops talking and it moves to indifference. You'd rather have someone hate you than have them be indifferent towards you, because when a person is indifferent, they're like, you know what? You can have it. You got it. I'm going to let you do what you do over there. And I'm going to say this yet again. I don't care who it offends, because I got to tell the truth. Salute to Daryl Bledsoe for the cash out. Thank you very much, my brother. I got to tell the truth. I don't care what podcast you hear it on. I don't care who has an issue with it. You can call it Passport Bros, Passport Kings, whatever. I am telling you now, that is the solution to some men. Not all, but some. Some are just like, you know what? I'm not even trying to deal with this no more. This is insane. Let me tell you another event that men are paying attention to that affected how they looked at things. Okay? Derek Jackson. Yeah, jump off Jackson. When he cheated on his wife, all them millions of followers he got, sitting on there co-signing that shit, what that communicated to men was like, damn, really? Oh, okay, let me just go ahead and rethink this marriage thing. It was already bad with the laws. So brothers were taking note of that. I'm going to say something else, even though this is at least 2-3 years ago. Whether you agree or disagree with him or not, excuse me, whether you agree or disagree with this brother or not, and please don't say anything disrespectful about this brother. We don't disrespect the dead over here. But when Kevin Samuels died, and everybody knows I had my critiques of the brother when he was alive, okay? But when Kevin Samuels died and they saw them women celebrating that shit, okay. I'm giving you the rundown of a couple of events that have forever changed the American dating market, especially in our community. So what I'm saying is, if you want to stand out from that crowd of women, you better not do what they do. Don't dress like they dress. Don't talk like they talk. Don't hang where they hang. If you want to get the few remaining good men that are over here, because I'm going to tell you, I don't give a damn what name somebody call them. Some of these brothers are getting on them planes and they're not coming back. They're not. You ain't got to like it. That's the truth, okay? So what I'm trying to do is be the voice of reason that points to some of the reason why these men are saying, you know what, I'm checking out. You can say what you want about them, but it's just too damn many. I know all the sisters aren't like that, but it's too damn many. And then again, the problem that many of us have pointed out, you got the women that aren't like that. They're doing what these sisters are doing, who I love dearly. Respect to this brother's family and his guests. But they're doing what these sisters are doing up here. They standing too close to the bad ones. In other words, trying to defend their behavior. Ladies, you gonna have to stop doing that. I'm pleading with you because I see where this is going. Yeah, and look, let me say it this way too. For the older sisters, you don't need no man. You comfortable where you are by yourself? Okay, that's fine. Do you want that for your daughter? Do you want that for your daughter? Because I'm telling you, these millennials and these Gen Z, they not playing that bullshit. I'm warning you. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this to the brothers, okay? Take a swig of water here. Brothers, as painful as that can be, I don't even care if you're married, whatever the situation. You know, I've said this to men and women. When the respect leaves a relationship, you leave. You don't have nothing without respect. When the respect leaves in either end of the equation, you leave. Papoose did the wrong thing. I'm going to tell you why. If your wife cheat on you, that's going to hurt. You're a human being. Men have feelings, okay? You're thinking about all he did for them 8 years holding her down. But you don't go fight the dude, and I'm going to tell you why. Unless this man forced himself on your wife, bro, he couldn't get no further than she let him, okay? So as painful as it is, really, don't be angry. Thank him, because he showed you who she really is. You'll get over that pain, but see, you going to confront a dude, it's two ways that could go. That kind of rage is something different. You go over there, confront him, you end up killing him. You survive, now you in prison for the rest of your life. You go over there, things don't go as you plan, he kill you. And you die behind a cheating, no good, dirty bitch. I'm going to tell you, however my death ends, it will not be behind that. I'm not dying behind no good, dirty bitch. And I'll say the same to sisters. If somebody doesn't want you anymore and they've gone to that point, instead of just saying, hey, you know what, it ain't working out, we need to go our separate ways, but they cheat, let their asses go. You know why? Because see, this takes practice and experience in life, and it takes a good support system to get you to see what I'm saying. Especially family or friends. Life is going to go on, okay? Don't throw your life away over somebody that don't give a fuck about you. In other words, you rejoice because you be like, okay, hey, I was laying my head next to a fucking snake all this time. Thank God it didn't end. She didn't end my life. Let the bitch go. Don't go fight no other man because she chose to give something to him freely. Why would you do that? Because see, you can beat him up, but if that's who she want to be with, he or she, but we talking about this case, if you go beat him up, that's not going to make her change her mind. But see, I want my young men to hear me on this. You go beat the dude ass. Okay, great. If that's who she made up her mind she want to be with, it's not going to change nothing. Okay? So I hope y'all taking that message in, but I'm going to let this continue. This is very important here to analyze.
No, and I say that for anybody. I say that for anybody. It's not just men.
Right.
It's not just
We're
women.
not talking about what she could have did. We're talking about what happened. She cheated. She didn't stay in the relationship and say, baby, I can't do this no more. I'm moving on. She cheated.
And how many people?
And guess what? I'm not saying,
they do.
but also Marcus, I'm not saying that's right.
It's
I'm not saying it's
right
right at
what she
all.
did.
It's clearly wrong. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm also saying it's wrong, but that's life. And I'm also saying sometimes just because somebody held you down for 10 years, and this is not just male, female.
You gotta be with them forever.
Yeah, sometimes that's how life is. Sometimes
I think
that's
what
all
we're
I'm saying.
trying to get to right
What you
now.
trying to get to,
saying.
Shad? Tell me what you're trying to get to.
I think we as men are trying to establish that.
Now, bless that young sister's heart, because I'm talking about the light-skinned sister over there with the comment that she made because she's young. You can tell that that's a comment coming from a young person. Ladies, let me tell you what's wrong with what she said. Here in America today, if a man goes out and put his neck under the guillotine and say, hey, you know what? I'm picking you. You the one that I'm going to give my last name to, tie my finances to, tie my credit to. I'm going to tie my genetic legacy to you. It's a risk for men to do that, okay? So, when men that have something to lose, hear women in numbers talking like it's just so cavalier that a woman decides, I don't want to do this no more, which is their right. A person can wake up and do that. That does happen. Okay. But this whole attitude about it, like, well, yeah, that's just tough. That's just what's going to happen. Look at what Anthony Anderson is going through right now. The comedian Anthony Anderson. Oh my God. Man, look. For the sensible sisters, let me tell you why it would behoove most of you, and I'm talking to the ones of you that are single that want good brothers that actually got something going on. Y'all got a fight on y'all hands. Because see, these helpers that sitting up here cheering that on, let me tell you how this affects men that are well established. See, you can't get this from your homegirls. You got to talk to other men about this. When brothers that have something to lose see that and see women in numbers, especially in our community celebrating that, do you think that makes us want to go out and take that damn gamble and put our head on that fucking guillotine? When we have worked our whole lives for something, you just have it stripped away from you because somebody wake up and decide they don't want to do this no more or be in a situation like Papoose, huh? You better think. Because, see, it's going to come a time where there's not going to be any more brothers speaking the message like I'm speaking it. I'm speaking it from a standpoint of trying to warn you, hey, this is a problem. If you want to find a good dude, if you want your daughters to find them, y'all going to look. You're going to have to break that chain link of women sticking up for other women because the guys don't find the shit cute no more. And salute to my good brother, Black Voltron. I see you, my brother. Welcome. Y'all going to have to draw a line in the sand against these turbo thoughts, man. I'm warning you because, see, look, if you think that what I'm saying is offensive, if you find it harsh, if you think I'm wrong, let me tell you where you will really be shocked at. And I may need to put some of this together so that you can just kind of hear what some of these younger brothers are saying. The millennials, not having it. Gen Z, oh my God. Look, that's what's scary to me because you have to understand something, ladies. In every demographic in this country, racial demographic, it's the men who are the protectors of the women. I don't give a damn what you think about them, okay? With the way this is going with that Gen Z, they damn near, I mean, I got to just say it, man, it's disheartening. And it's just hard to argue with them when they keep parading the sexy reds and the Suki Hunters out here. And I know that's not all women in our community, but what I'm saying is y'all voices are going to have to get a lot louder on that. I can stand by you as your brother. We can call it out, but at the end of the day, that's the legwork that the women are going to have to do. Just like the men, we got things that only we can take care of, even if you stand beside us. We've all got our roles in the community. And see, that Gen Z, let me tell you, I just got to say it. It pains me to say this. Some of them, they looking at how their peers, the young ladies that are their peers are acting, and they're just like, you know what? You got it. You got it. You on your own. Now, you've got some that come from very good families, mother and father under the household. Those are the ones that stand more of a chance if the parents are worth a damn and they're teaching them. But the ones that don't have that, ooh, it's bad, man. It's bad. And like, look, it's even worse because you got all these different places online that they can go to. And my biggest fear for the young black males is finding their way into them damn incel spaces online. I ain't even got to call no names. Y'all should know who they are. I've done plenty of content about them on this channel. Once they fall over there, it's over, man. It's over. They're not coming back. Because see, what those incel spaces are doing, they're showing the Suki Hunters, the sexy red, and they're painting the entirety of black women in our community like that. Because they're getting their bag off of it, okay? Let's just call that what it is. But they're not telling these young men and say, okay, hey, look, this is what you need to look out for, okay? And if you see this, go the other direction. Okay, that's the good advice. The bad part is they're saying just don't even try with them, period. That's what's being disseminated. This is why I've told y'all on many broadcasts, you're a black parent, you better pay attention to what your teenagers are listening to online, the males and the females. Because for the young ladies, the counterparts, they're out there too. I've covered that on these channels, okay? Go down my archives. So what I'm saying is, I'm trying to do my part with my platform to put the warning out that it's going to have to be some serious social change on the end of the system about what's not acceptable anymore. And you ain't going to be able to do it with kid gloves, okay? I'm telling you, because see, if you just say, oh, it's not my business, I can't tell them nothing, I'm not going to say nothing, all right, okay. You do that, the future's going to look pretty bad, man, because see, this right here that you see on this couch, Brother Chad right here, the light-skinned brother, Brother Marcus, I want you to listen to how they're discussing this. These are not men that hate black women. Okay? They're definitely not. I can vouch for both of them on that. Listen to the case that these brothers are making. And I'm telling you to listen that way because if you got other black men around you talking about these things like this, and you just blowing it off and dismissing it, okay? There's going to come a time, especially with everything that's happening in this country, it's going to come a time when y'all going to need black men more than ever. I'm telling you. You can get mad at that statement, but hold your horses for a minute if you one of the people that offended. You better think back to when that pandemic hit because, see, let's go back there. Before that happened, most of us had never experienced anything like that in our lifetime. When tragedy strikes, unforeseen occurrence strikes, you're not going to be ready for that. It just comes at you. Life comes at you fast, like the saying goes. A lot of women was left unprotected, was scared, didn't know what to do, being evicted, and the aftermath of that is still going on. So what I'm saying is a lot of these people that are on the male and female side that are pushing this stupid gender war and trying to tell you to just go ahead and do whatever you feel as long as it feels good, a lot of those people are good. And here's the insult to injury off of it on both equations of the gender war, right? They're good off your dime. If you one of the people that's supporting their platforms and a lot of their foolishness and their rhetoric, they're good. They straight. You're not going to be straight. So what I'm saying is take this message tonight and everything that I'm broadcasting over here from the standpoint of making sure you good as a woman. And again, you know I'm not telling you to hook up with no sorry dude, no homosexual. But what I'm saying is you better stand out and work on elevating the qualities of yourself that are decent as far as womanhood is concerned. Because see, a lot of this stuff that's going on, yes, it's entertainers. But unfortunately, in our community, men and women, unfortunately, look to entertainers and try to pattern their lives after them and the decisions that they make. That's not going to work for you. Okay? That's not going to work for you. So I'm going to let this continue. Hopefully the right people will hear it and get it. Those is like, he don't know what he's talking about. Okay. Don't worry. The next 3 to 5 years are going to show you exactly what I'm saying. You're going to wish that you had listened. Let it continue.
Y'all want us to call out our male counterparts for the bullshit that they do.
I don't.
This is where y'all supposed to be calling out women for their bullshit. Man. This is y'all supposed to be like, hey, shorty, we've been looking for these type niggas. You can't be fucking over these type niggas. Man. Yeah, that's what we're establishing right now.
But I've
because
had
that's how y'all been on that. I'm not saying y'all as in y'all too. Y'all as in women have been on men's neck about us not calling each other out for our bullshit.
I have not though. So I get it, but I'm just
generalizing.
But you know,
I'm generalizing. You know, I'm not. I don't even have a problem with nothing that you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying women in general have been on men's neck for not calling out other men for their bullshit. This is where we looking at shit. We sitting back like, I be goddamn. Mm-hmm. Now we looking for y'all to come and pull up and say, hey, she ain't one of us.
Right.
We not moving like this. If we get us a papoose, we ain't moving like this. That's what we looking for right now. That's what we was expecting.
But you giving her a out.
Yeah. Oh, no. He could have. He might have.
He might not have been
He could have not done nothing and she just fucked him over.
He could have might not been laying it down. We don't know.
You're talking
we don't know.
No, see, but you're also talking to a woman who got cheated on in the pandemic for the first time that I know of with my boyfriend that I've been with for 3 years. He cheated in the pandemic And I found out in a very interesting way. And I totally had compassion and said, you know what? You're younger than me. You got a lot of life to live. You got a lot of life to. You're not a bad person. So I don't really operate most
you
people.
broke up with her?
Yeah, I said, but I have to let you learn things on your own. I said, this is not. I said, because I really love you and I think we make a good couple. I said, but you got to learn things. You just need to go through life a little bit more. And I was completely compassionate about it. And we broke up. And we ended up getting.
That's a very mature response.
But what I'm trying to tell you is in this moment, I'm not coming for trying to say that this woman is not wrong. It's clearly wrong to cheat on somebody. But what I'm saying is some people don't have the courage or they don't know how to say, you know what, I don't love you like that no more.
But that ain't what Mama was saying.
But that's what I'm saying. And that goes for men and women.
But we don't.
Now, let me stop at the point something else out, too, because, again, I'm trying to be the brother that warns a lot of the sisters because, see, sometimes, man, and I just got to call this like it is. There are certain events that happen in life that in America, with the way it's set up, where women can just, everything's fun, or better yet, hold up, the hood rat cry, hey, we all know that, don't we? Hey, when you hear that, listen, when I hear that, I go in the other direction, okay? And I'm not saying this sister here is a hood rat, but let me point out something, ladies. What's going on now, a lot of the things that I described that are going to happen in the next 3 to 5 years, that's when you're going to really start to feel it. It ain't no way to trick your way around this. See, a lot of women tend to think, okay, well, I'll just be slick and do this and get around it. No. You better start looking. You know what? One day I might need to put that policy, that broadcast together and show you some stats and statistics on certain things, okay? Policies and numbers, that's what we always discuss over here. I'm going to have to get that together. But as far as right now, let me tell you something. You're not going to be able to finesse your way through what's coming, okay? You're not. You better look at what Jim Crow Joe is doing in this country with these damn illegal migrants, okay? Trying to, as hard as he can, to flood the zone with them. Y'all heard about them 470,000 Venezuelans, okay? Look. Some serious business is coming down the pipeline. You don't have time to play. See, that's the illusion of America. It makes you think you have time to play games. You don't. So what I'm saying, this sister, she was talking about the dude that she was dating during the pandemic, younger than her. Ladies, that's not going to work. Going to run to get a younger dude because you don't want to adhere to the program of a more established man because you think you can manipulate that younger dude, that's not going to work no more neither. It's not. You know why she got cheated on? Let me tell you something. You're running to a guy because, look, I'm just going to call it what it is, and chances are this is what she thought she was doing because a lot of women think that this is what they're going to do. You run to a younger guy because you know he ain't got his paper yet together where he can call no shots, okay? Seeking out the homosexuals. I'm just going to say it like it is. Go ahead and do that. What's going to happen is the young homosexual is out here sowing his oats. Now, this is not a bad-looking sister, so don't get me wrong. It's got nothing to do with how you look. It's got everything to do with the phase of life a younger person is, a younger man is in. So trying to run and go get younger dudes, you know what I'm saying, thinking you're going to manipulate that situation because you're going to be the one in charge, I'm telling you, they see you coming. Let me put it that way. They see you coming. Okay? You can do whatever you want as a grown woman, but they see you coming. You better listen to how some of these Gen Zs talking. They're like, yeah, come on. Some of the younger millennials, they're like, yeah, come on, head over here. I got something for you. They got a set time for them to do what they're going to do with you. And then, look, let me be cruel with this. So I'm being cruel with it because I want you to learn from it. You can't sugarcoat things when you're trying to help people. So I'm just going to say this how it is. People can get mad all they want. When you run to these younger guys because you think you're going to be the one in charge because you got more money than them, whatever the case may be, and they see you coming, hey, they already made their exit strategy from the beginning, okay? And then they're going to laugh and joke about it. Because, see, it gets to a point where she says she caught her cheating. Men and women do this, but this is how you can tell somebody really don't care about you. They'll do things so that you find it on purpose, okay? Now, it's a very fucked up thing to do. It's a cowardly thing to do and just tell a person you're done with them and moving on. But I'm talking about what is. I'm not talking about an ideal situation, okay? People will do things so that you find it on purpose. They'll be like, yeah, you know what? Let me just go ahead and make you find this and then you leave. That's what the outcome was, okay? And chances are that's probably what she did, you know what I'm saying? Or probably what he did to her. And again, not a bad looking sister up here, but that running trying to go get you a younger man, all right, you do that. Because see, look, to be honest with you, man, let's just call it what it is. For all of us that went to just the public school, okay? You was in school, back in your high school, middle school years. Most of the girls were trying to talk to the older guys, okay? Make of that what you will. This is what really happens. We've seen this, okay? Now, reason why they were doing that, because those guys had things that the young guys just didn't have. So when you transition on up into an older woman, now you're trying to go backwards and talk to the younger men, you should see that as a problem, ladies. Because you know he don't have nothing to help you with. He don't have no life experience. But you do that because you want to be in control of a situation, because you know you're not going to run the table on no older guy or a guy that's your same age. The other reason why it's unwise, what's coming down the pike in this country, you're going to need an experienced partner, a partner that knows how to navigate life. A young man, bless his heart, and there are some exceptions to the rule, but they're still figuring it out. Still figuring it out, okay? So I'm just warning you about that. Let's let it continue.
Don't be giving men that kind of
We all
grace.
got
though.
our opinion.
Of course,
man.
but we don't be giving men that kind of grace. When men fuck up, y'all be wanting us to lynch them niggas.
Right.
Y'all be wanting us to goddamn me put them out in the middle of a field and set fire to their ass from toe to top.
Man, you destroy niggas. Oh, but when a woman do fuck shit,
well,
you don't know what the whole story.
Because you know how Tuesdays be.
The point is, we get y'all get the benefit of the doubt when we don't. For the majority, the generalization. You know what I mean?
Because your nigga wasn't acclaimed. We know every woman that been through some fuck shit, just like you know every man that been through some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But when we have these acclaimed relationships, these things of status, you know what I'm saying, we hold them as a standard. So when we had this great precedence, because we wasn't even doing the Beyonce and Jay-Z with Papoose and Remy, because motherfuckers don't even really respect Remy like that. But we respected who Papoose
Can I just say,
was.
I didn't even know they
He
was together.
carrying himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we was like, ooh, this is a good nigga. This is a dope nigga. Papoose has always held that esteem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we did this glorification thing with Jay and Beyonce for no motherfucking reason.
Can I just say, a lot of my male friends know I didn't really like Lemonade.
Nigga, what?
I didn't really like Lemonade. No, the album. I didn't really like Lemonade.
We don't know what that means.
Because Lemonade was the moment where Beyonce was like, he cheated on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where me and Beyonce kind of.
And ladies, for the love of fuzzy pink kittens, y'all get this through your head. I'm going to say it again. A lot of y'all going to be like, okay. You, especially if you look like this sister, fairly attractive, you do not have male friends that are heterosexual. You don't. Listen to me. Y'all are too old not to know this. Men, look, you know what? Let me make this clear. I want the brothers in here to sound off on this when you hear me say this. How many, and look, no disrespect if we have any LGBTQ brothers in the chat room. This isn't a shot at you, but we just talking about what is, okay? Brothers, for those of you that are straight men, okay, black, whatever you are, how many of you look at an attractive woman and the first thing that you think, I'd like to be her friend. I'm going to be as platonic as I can with her. I shall not shoot my shot. How many of you think like that? Let these ladies know. If it's just me, say that. If it's not just me and most straight men in here, the first thing on your mind when you see an attractive woman is not, how can I be best buddies with her? We're going to stay up and eat milk and cookies. Oh, we're gonna play Uno cards and watch anime. Hi, look, if it's just me, let me know now, because I could be wrong. I do not know everything. Straight black men in this chat room, how many of you would like to just be friends? Look, let's use the sister on the screen. How many of you would just be her male friend? How many of you would do it? Because now you got some sense that would do it now. I'm just going to tell you. Okay? And I'm not saying that you can't have friendships with women, but we just going to call it what it is. If you very attractive, most brothers going to shoot their shot at least once. Now, you turn them down, cool, no problem. Okay? Then y'all might could kick it here or there, but he going to be, if he really a straight dude, he going to tell you like, okay, cool, I'll fall back. Check with you some other time. I'm not trying to be your platonic friend, okay? Y'all better cut that shit out. Because, see, look, we know other men. We telling you, you don't have male friends. Now, see, this is why a lot of y'all, and I got to touch on this because a lot of people just don't understand this. The reason why y'all think that you do, you got two classes of men when it comes to that. You got the brothers that handle things just like I said. You straight up with your intentions towards a woman. You let her know what the deal is. Then you got the weasels that be like, yeah, I'll play the friend game and make her think I'm her friend because maybe I can weasel my way into her. Those are the cowards in my opinion, because I'm like, look, man, if you're interested in her, just let her know. Because that friend zone shit don't work. Once you go in the friend zone, you're not coming out in her head, but in your mind, you thinking, yeah, I'm going to weasel my way over there. Now, you might get lucky. You might get lucky if you try that, but to me, I'm just going to be honest with the way I was raised. That's a pathetic route to go about things if you're interested in a woman. But I'm telling you, I'm putting an exclamation point on you. Ladies, you better look in the chat. You don't have male friends like that. We don't run around here. Look, most straight black men are not running around talking about, boy, I've got this great platonic friend. No. Now, do we respect sisters' intelligence? Yes, we do. And look, you know what? Let me ask permission for this, because, see, I know I go over the top sometimes. Can I make a statement that might be somewhat offensive, but it's true? Do y'all want to hear that? Or should I keep it to myself? Because if y'all don't want to hear it, I won't say nothing. But if I can, ladies and gents, would you give me permission to make a statement? Because I value my audience. If it's too much, I won't say nothing. Can I have permission to tell the truth? Can I have permission to tell the truth? Do y'all want the truth? Okay. Because what I'm going to say, y'all going to laugh, but it's the truth. I'll wait. Y'all let me know. They going to tell that truth, say run that, you know. I want to make sure the ladies want the truth too now, because, you know, we got men and women over here. Okay. See Sister saying, go ahead. Saying sound off. Okay. I'm listening. All right. I want to hear it. Here it go. If you got friend, a man that's talking about he your male friend and he's not gay, that means he doesn't look at you as an attractive woman, okay? I'm going to try to be delicate with that. I'm not going to go into detail, but if a man is just your platonic friend, he don't look at you as attractive, no kind of way. They're the only male friends you got. But if you look similar to this sister, oh, stop it. Stop it. No. That's just not how it goes, okay? So get that through your heads, ladies. Let's let it continue.
Because I've been a Beyonce fan since Destiny's Child 98. I'm from Texas. Okay. But Lemonade was the album where I was like,
only Lemonade
like,
I know
like,
is Gucci Mane.
Yeah, that's all.
You know?
Gucci.
No, Beyonce got a whole
But you have a unique mind, though.
I do.
You have a very,
I do.
You have a very, like,
it's the mushrooms.
Just based upon
Fuck you, God of the universe.
That makes sense too.
It's the mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
I've done a lot of work on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, because your response to that was just, I ain't never heard that. What she said to the nigga that cheated on her?
Yeah.
I've never heard.
And then he went into a depression. He had an album that dropped. He went into a depression. They couldn't find him to go to Jenny Kimball. That's how depressed he was. I called him and said, "Hey, I know you're sad because we broke up, but you're a great guy. I need you to get up. This is a big moment for you. I was trying to support him through his whole depression after we broke up.
But they say that
Like,
about
seriously.
shrooms. They say that about shrooms. It makes you more emotionally intelligent.
Well, so it's not just the mushrooms. Like, I also did this thing, because we're all programmed from the day we come out our mom's womb.
Yeah, for sure.
Our brains are programmed with everything. So I did this program that basically allows you to go inside your head and deprogram yourself. Everybody thought it was Scientology, but it wasn't. But I went through this whole thing where they taught us how to deprogram our head and pull trauma out of our body.
Sounds like that little shadow workbook that's going around.
No, this was an actual leadership program that I went through for like 6 months, and it really changed my life. Not just with like the way I deal with men, but it changed, just how I deal with any type of trauma.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to go through that.
No, even race, like the men. I got to yell at white people for like 2 hours in this program. Because I realized I had a lot of trauma with like white folks, and so they said they lined up white people.
You took that?
I have not done ayahuasca, but I've done mushrooms. I've done acid. It is. I've also read a book on Dianetics, but yeah, I just for like 5 years, I just went in on like myself and healing and my brain and.
I don't know if I want to take my trauma away. That would make a nigga funny.
Yeah, I am.
What is this? What is this ayahuasca?
Laughing at my trauma.
Ayahuasca is
Oh yes, that shit weird.
Yeah, it's like
it's a plant.
It's crazy. It's plant medicine. It's the most powerful plant medicine. But they
Salute to Premier Homes for the cash app. Thank you very much, my brother. And see, ladies, while she's talking about that, let me warn you. Again, grown people can do whatever they want. Grown people gonna do whatever they want. Fully aware of that. Most decent brothers that want you or that you want are not on any kind of drugs at all. Yes, they are drugs. Mushrooms are drugs. All that. I gonna argue about it. Drugs. Let me tell you where my stance is on it. Because every grown person has to make their own decision on these types of things. A lot of chicks love to do what she talking about. They like to go and try shrooms, this, that, and the third, because, the experience, this, that, and the third. For me personally, the reason why I don't do any kind of drugs, any at all, not weed, not nothing, no knock on anybody that does. Let me tell you why I don't do it. Getting high or inebriated, excessive alcohol, whatever the case may be, to alleviate your reality or state of cognizance dealing with any type of problem or social issue, it's a temporary fix. And when that high comes down, the problem is still going to be there and you're going to feel even worse. For me, the way I was raised in my family and my personal life philosophy, I'd rather deal with the issue as it is so that when you overcome it, that makes you a stronger person. Because, see, a weaker person has to look away or unplug themselves from reality by getting high, okay? That doesn't teach you how to solve a problem, because what it does end up doing, a lot of people that turn to things like that, you end up developing an addiction. And I don't even need to go into detail about what happens when you become addicted to any type of substance. It destroys your life and it destroys the lives of others around you. It subtracts from your life, okay? So for me, I'm trying to squeeze every year out that the good Lord gives me in good health. Okay. So for me, I don't do the drugs and I can't deal with chicks that do. See, as pretty as she is, for me, that would be a deal breaker if I was trying to talk to her. I'd be like, oh, shit. You one of them. I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't offend nobody. For me, I'm like, oh, damn it, junkie. That's what I think, okay? I'm not calling her a junkie. I'm just saying my mind goes there. All these chicks that like to, potheads, we can be cool. We can be pals. But as far as trying to date you or anything, no, I'm cool on that. I am very snobbish about what I put in my body. And if I'm going to be intimately dealing with somebody, I need to know what you put in your body. So if I see that, now then you get friend zone with me. I'm like, oh, okay, shit, you one of them. Put you on over here in this friend zone. Because I value what the good Lord gave me. Okay, Y'all don't hear me say it a lot. You probably have already figured it out, but when it comes to just me personally, my personal health, I'm a very vain individual. Okay, I do. I'm very vain about my health, my physique, and everything. Okay, I don't run around bragging about it, but I try to take care of it. All right, because I value myself. Okay, so for those like her that's doing that, the reason why I'm making a big deal about this, ladies, I'm telling you that's a turnoff because see. I'll tell you something else, and a lot of brothers in here may agree or disagree. Free to do so. For me and a lot of other men, when we see you sucking on them council dicks, that's what I call them, council dicks. That's an immediate turnoff. I can't stand that shit. Not only the smell, because look, if they made a cologne or a perfume that lasted as long as some cigarette smoke, y'all know what I'm talking about. That shit be all in folks' clothes or be in your clothes. You go somewhere, man, where that shit is in the air. And you can wash your clothes 3-4 times with name brand detergent, the highest quality you get. You can still smell the shit. My God, if they ever make a fragrance of cologne that lasts that long, that shit would be selling like gangbusters, man. So nah, I just can't do it, man. For me, you got them types of addictions. More power to you. God bless you. You may be a good person, but I can't bring that into my world. I have no space for that, okay? To see if I'm gonna be with you long term and you doing something to cut your heels short, nah, I'm setting myself up for unnecessary heartache, okay? Because it doesn't end well. I don't care what nobody said, it just doesn't. Okay. So that's just my personal take. My advice to you ladies, if you got them habits, try to work on, stopping them habits. I know you can't just do that cold turkey. That's not good to do anyway. But you need to work on, distancing yourself from that, because if not, most of the guys that are about something that actually care about their health and the health of a family, they're not going to want nothing to do with you if they see that's what you got going on, okay? So just putting it out there, so let it continue.
They treat vets that have like PTSD and they come back healed. Like literally people with the most trauma, they do ayahuasca. You have to have a shaman or a spiritual guide, but they literally help you. Because when stuff happens to you in life, like trauma, you store it in the cells of your body. Mm-hmm. And so you keep recreating certain things. You start releasing.
Oh my God, 2 excellent points that the brother Black Voltron and the brother Nightfall Drop just made. Salute to my brother Number One Killer. Salute to you up there in Chi-Town, my brother. Hey, y'all hold it down though, man. Don't let the immigrants take over, man. They legal aliens. They trying to run y'all out your own city. God bless you, man. But these brothers made 2 excellent points. Brother Black Voltron says if she's reckless with her own health, listen to this, ladies. If she's reckless with her own health, she'll be definitely be reckless with mine. I'm cool on that behavior too. He is so right. It even pertains to the weight issue, because see, for those that are approaching the Lizzo range, we look at it like, okay, you gave up on yourself. You damn sure not gonna care about me or any children we have. The brother Nightfall Drop. Also, drugs open up the R-word charges for us men, as the court says she couldn't give consent, no matter how many times she said yes. Absolutely correct. Outstanding comment. And I'm going to take the time to go even further on that and bring up something I've mentioned before. Y'all, those of you that are longtime subscribers over here, you know what my number one rule is when I meet a lady. I'll drink from time to time, very sparingly here or there, but I have a rule. If I don't know you, I'm not drinking with you nowhere in private. If we were to have some drinks, it's going to be in a public setting. You go to your place and I go to mine. You're not, no. Because what that brother just said is very true. Too many men have gotten caught up in situations where if that woman is not cognizant of what's going on, you get intimate with her or whatever, and then she changes her mind. Now you sit up here looking at that R word. Oh, hell no. I did not come this far in life to get that put on me. I don't have no record, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna have a record, it's gonna be for stomping the shit out of white supremacists, okay? It ain't gonna be for no shit like that. Not me. Because see, for me, just me personally, and every brother in here got their own feelings about that, I value not just myself, but I value my family name. I don't have nobody in my family that got nothing like that going on. And I'm damn sure not gonna be the first because of somebody changed their mind about a consensual situation and alcohol was involved. For me, I want everybody to be sober, everybody be cognizant. I know what's going on. You know what's going on. That's a protection for both of us. Now, you know, you want to have some drinks. If I get to know you years down the line, okay, yeah, we could do that. But I'm not, you know, for the most part, if I don't know you, and look, let me tell you something. Y'all might not believe this. I've had some very attractive women get upset with me about that. And I'm like, oh, shit, now you mad about it? Okay, now you really letting me know that why the hell would you be mad about that? If anything, if you responsible, that would be show you that I'm the type of brother that's looking out for you and me. So when I saw that, I was like, yeah, see, listen. Let me say this to young black men. Women too, but primarily young black men. Sometimes it's good for you not to get what you want all the time, okay? Sometimes that's a protection. Sometimes that is the Most High protecting you. I know you want it. I see it's right here in your range. I see that it's offering itself to you. But I'm gonna steer you in a different direction. So sometimes no is good. A lot of people don't like no. Sometimes no is a protection. Ladies and gentlemen, okay? So sometimes when something doesn't go your way, fall back and analyze the situation and just stop and think, like, you know what? I better be glad it didn't go that way. That could have been bad, you see? So I just want to put that on your mind. Just let it continue.
Hormones, like even when you're not in that situation, it could be anything that can trigger you. You know what I'm saying? So you can do ayahuasca because it helps you like release a lot of that stuff that's stored in your body. Like people go there, they throw up, but you're forever changed. You're never.
That's
the
why
same.
Will the way he is.
What?
Will.
He did ayahuasca.
Will who?
Will Smith.
Oh yeah, he did.
He went on a trip. He
He-
remember.
he
That's
did-
why he's so. I don't want to be that way.
No,
I
he
wanna be-
did the same thing I did.
Yeah.
It's in his book. So I did.
Yeah.
I did Vipassana. No, he did Vipassana.
Okay.
He did Vipassana. It's a 10-day meditation retreat. You're
And
in
because he
silence.
went overseas. Went
And that's where I went.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I
All
went
right.
to- I went
Yeah, I don't
and
want to be
did
that nigga.
Vipassana. No, but like,
That goddamn what's called destroying that nigga on the internet. She just posted a fucking clip of her and Tupac singing karaoke to Will Smith's song.
that was her best friend.
Oh
dude.
no! Oh no!
What's wrong with that?
This conversation is about to get very interesting. I'm going to give my thoughts on that, but I want y'all to hear and pay attention to what's finna be said about that situation because, see, a lot of women really don't understand the issue that most men have with this particular situation they're about to discuss. I want y'all to pay attention to this.
Best friend.
Oh no!
You just digging in the man now.
That was
What's
her
wrong with
best
that?
friend.
Listen to me. Listen to
nigga,
me.
he'll
She
make
literally
something
says how much she's in love with Tupac still.
Yeah.
She verbally
And if you read his book,
look. She verbally.
you read it.
Yeah. I read the book.
Oh, you read the book.
Look, she outwardly speaks, and she even had a child who never even met Tupac, her daughter,
Yeah.
write a letter to Tupac. This is the obsession. First of all, it's an obsession. This is not this was my best friend. And this. No, she has an obsession with a dead man, and she praises that man over her husband. She treats that man as if he's still alive.
Yeah.
And she treats her husband as she's even said something with them. It was I can't remember what it was verbatim, but it was like a comparison from him and Will, from Pac and Will. Like if basically I wish he was still alive, I wouldn't be married to Will.
Yeah.
Like she said something. I think it was even worse. But it's the fact of you don't have the respect for your husband to you even made your kids them that went against your husband because you in love with somebody that's not even here. You praising a motherfucker that ain't even here, and you made your kids the way your kids even treat you now.
I mean,
They don't respect you.
I know exactly
They
what you're
do
talking about. 'Cause,
respect and love him.
One of
They
the
do
motherfuckers I
love
used to
him.
fuck with growing up.
Now, did you hear the light-skinned sister over there? They do respect and love him. See, man, sadly, a lot of today's women have a very warped sense of what respect is and what just normalcy is, period. For a man to sit up here like Will Smith, his wife is obsessed with a dead man. Listen, I love Tupac as much as anybody when that brother was living. Still listen to his music. One of the greatest artists of our generation, of all time. Timeless music. Okay? But when it comes to a woman that's married and you still obsessing over this man, you've taken vows, you've started a family with this man, whatever issues they may have between each other, that right there, that would have been a deal breaker for me. Because I would have, first of all, she wouldn't have even thought it would be okay to do that with me because I'm a very specific brother. When it comes to me entertaining any type of serious committed relationship, I'm going to let you know up front what my deal breakers are. And I'm going to tell you, you got one time to test me on this. Because if you heard me when I laid out these things and you understand me, I've always been taught grown folks ain't got no business arguing with each other. You're not going to get a do-over. You try to see if I mean what I say, I'll show you better than I can tell you. I'm not going to put my hands on you. I don't beat on no women. I vote with my feet, though. Oh, yeah. You test me on that if you want. Plenty have found out the hard way. So now, when it comes to this particular issue, her obsessing over Tupac like that, I'm just going to go ahead and say this right now. A lot of people not going to like it. It's clear why she's doing that. And every man in here will probably agree with me because no woman acts like that about a platonic friend. They had a sexually intimate relationship. That's the man that she wanted to be with, but he did not see her that way. And now that he's dead, she's steady looking back on what she wished she had because she was clearly in love with the man. And see, I'm going to tell you something else. Because this is just common sense. We going to have some grown man talk on this bullshit. I'm tired of everybody beating around the bush about this. What happened was they had that relationship. They were probably fooling around a couple of times. And then think about it. This was Tupac now. At the height of his career, as famous as he was, man, chicks, man, throwing themselves at him everywhere he went, okay? He probably was like, you know what? Yeah, we cool, but I don't really see you like that. We kicked it a couple of times, but this ain't gonna go no further than that. Probably told her that, and in her mind, she's like, well, yeah, you saying that, but it probably will. No. You better believe somebody when they tell you that. If you're gonna get into a situationship or casual situation for men or women, okay? Establish what that's gonna be from jump and be like, okay, look, this is what it's gonna be for our little time that we kicking it. Don't play with nobody. Just let everybody know what's going on up front. And don't fool yourself into thinking that it's something it's not. Or you'll be sitting up here like Jada 30 years later, obsessing over a dead man to the point that you got your daughter, Will's biological daughter, writing letters talking about, could you come back and make my mama happy and all that. Do you understand the sheer disrespect that man, I can't even get that out right. This lets you know that Will Smith, everything that a traditional man that respects himself is, he's hollow. He looks like a man, but there's nothing manly in him. All of his masculine spirit is gone because there's no man on the planet, rich, poor, middle class, in between, whatever, that's going to let you disrespect them like that. There's no way in hell. Say it again, when the respect is gone, you're supposed to be gone. But I want y'all to pay attention to the conversation here because just soak up how it's going to be discussed.
Her baby dad passed, and the way she talked about him, to the regard that she held him at, I never went into a relationship with her after that, knowing how much she praised him.
But Chad.
But every nigga she went with after that it never worked out. And I'm always like, because she still...
Yes,
she wants you to live up to what the dead nigga was.
And Chad, check this though. That was her baby daddy.
Yeah.
This bitch ain't even have no relationship with Tupac.
Yeah.
That wasn't her boyfriend. They was good friends.
Right.
They was best friends.
She was.
Salute to Project Leroy for the cash app, and yeah, it was a friend. All right, they was cut buddies, man. I mean, let's not play these goofy games, man. Because see, I got to reiterate this point. No woman acts like that over a man that she has not been physically intimate with. That just does not happen. That's not realistic. It ain't even, we shouldn't even be sitting up here pretending like that, and Brother Mark is in because they're going to get to that in a second. But I'm just doubling down on that. okay? A lot of these pictures that they showing right here, you just look at her body language and how she cheesing from ear to ear. So I'm going to ask a question. Look at the screen right now. When have you ever seen Jada Pinkett smile at Will Smith like that? This heifer got all 32 of her teeth showing. This was back then, no power was alive. When you ever seen her smile at Will like that today? Cause see, look, I'm not gonna be petty, but there are some other couples that are married. I'm not gonna call his name. Short, bald head dude with cartoon character teeth. He in a similar situation. You next to somebody you don't even realize when they don't really want nothing to do with you. Especially if it's somebody that spun the block back on you to get back with you after you got self. You know, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna say it. Y'all probably know who I'm talking about. I'm gonna leave it alone. But again, back to this. When the last time you ever seen Jada smile at Will like this? Because if she smiled any hard in this picture, man, she would cut her own damn head off. That almost looked like an anime cartoon character smile. I ain't never seen her smile at Will like that. Multi-millionaire, very famous. Man, I mean, look. Somebody find a picture for me because I ain't seen it, okay? I have not seen it. Maybe it's out there. Maybe it's hidden. Every time you see her, you look, fellas, let's keep it a buck. You see them pictures, man, where you see women with these little square sucker dudes that they using, and they looking like, oh, God, I hope he doesn't touch me. You know what I'm saying? That cringe look like God, I don't really want to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I see now. But this, I just hadn't seen a smile at Will this way. But again, let's get back to the conversation. I want y'all to hear how they're about to discuss this now, because look, ladies, y'all better take notes. Y'all better take notes.
That's what she say. Now, Pac she was making it seem
Pac
like
was hitting everybody, goddamn
Pac
he done hit Madonna. Man, he was been around the world, and
I notice women do that a lot, right? I noticed this. Women do this a lot.
Do what?
They'll find a nigga. They'll start calling a nigga their best friend.
Yeah,
that done fucked on them.
Right.
And he don't see it the same way.
Exactly.
Now if they done fucked on each other,
I'm sure they probably fucked.
Okay,
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Ain't no probably in it. See, look, that's another thing too. A lot of chicks like to do today. They like to play these little games about what happened, what hit. Cause see, look, a lot of women, especially in her age range, they try to fool themselves about things. Stop that. You when you go through life saying things the way you wish they were instead of what they are. No, of course they did. Of course they did. Just be grown. Call it what it is. So let it continue.
I done best friended my way into a lot of pussy.
Right. Because niggas would do that.
I really have guy best friends. I really do.
Yeah.
I believe. Hey, look, don't play the best friend game with me.
Right.
And I love.
Because it ain't like when he was alive, he was flaunting her or always in public with her,
pedestalizing this relationship.
Yes, I think she's making it more than what it is.
Guys, they went to art school together. I'm somebody that went to a performing arts school.
Man, this was 30 years ago.
No, right. But at the time, literally, they kind of damn near moved to LA together. They literally went to performing arts schools together. I went to a performing arts high school with dudes that, honestly, I think Pac was on the spectrum as far as sexuality, but nobody.
Stop. Let me go ahead and jump in. Everybody keep trying to say that and Pac wasn't on no damn spectrum as far as no sexuality. That man was not gay. I know the interviews people talking about his mannerism, just at the third. Trust me, if Tupac was gay, that people would have knew about that, okay? And look, just like Luther Vandross, our good brother, dearly departed, was gay. Nobody made a big deal out of that, but people got to stop this reaching. It's the same thing when people try that crap about Malcolm X. Tupac was not gay, okay? I'm going to tell you how I know that for a fact. Let me put this to bed right now. It's common sense. It's a common sense channel. If Tupac was gay, here's how you know that wasn't true. As many women as he was dealing with, women get jealous. When women get jealous, they'll do anything to get back at you. If one of them would have knew that he was gay, don't you know they would have put that out everywhere with some type of proof? Yeah, see, when you think about it from a common sense perspective, that shit don't hold water, man. No, that man was not gay. But see, look, here's the thing. I want you to listen to how the sister right here, the light-skinned sister, about to describe this situation here. I want you to pick up on something. So let it continue.
Wants to talk about that, but I had friends like him where we was like this, art school students, and we still like this. It's when you're an artist like that, it's a different type of thing when you taking drama class and then you move to LA to make it. You know what I'm saying? That's a special bond. It's a different thing. A lot of people wouldn't understand it because it's a different kind of thing. We're not talking about that.
So my question is, have you never had an idea of somebody that when you communicated it with them, they didn't feel the same?
Absolutely. I'm sure we all have.
Okay, so now put that in reverse. When somebody does that to you, they feel like something you guys shared was this amazing and special thing. And you like, nigga, I was walking you home because I was,
Man.
you know what I'm saying? I was being nice.
There's a whole poem about Jada in the Tupac archives.
I mean, you can pull up scenarios and all that shit all
what
day
I'm saying
long.
is he used to
But
write
I'm asking
poetry
you,
about
I'm asking you,
Jada.
can you identify with this scenario that I'm presenting?
Where I thought something was something with somebody and it wasn't.
Right. Like you
personally.
felt something special and then they didn't agree. And then likewise, somebody did that to you. And you was like, nigga, you felt
I've had somebody
what
do
about
that
what?
to me for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had somebody do that to me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because I feel like the way she uplifts him in public now, you know what I mean? Even, it's been 30 years?
Yeah.
30 years later?
Yeah.
For you to uplift somebody in public 30 years later, 'cause 30 years is a long time. I got best friends that I done lost.
Yeah.
Fucking about 10 years, 15 years ago. And, you know, they right here, man. They're my partners. And, you know, their birthday, happy birthday, my nigga, R.I.P. But I ain't running around like acting like I'm
wearing it like a badge.
Yes, that's why I feel like she's doing. She's wearing it like a badge because of the person that he was. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think it's just yeah, of course, probably she felt a connection, the deeper connection on her end. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like also because of the way he's looked at, the image that he's looked upon also has a lot to do with it too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Almost like a weird clout thing.
Right.
Yeah. Like a weird clout thing. Okay,
Right.
I could see how you say that for sure.
So I feel like she's making the relationship way more than it was because of the legend behind who he is.
I know. I think they were absolutely tight and best friends.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm not even saying that they wasn't.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying if he didn't, I never even know they had a relationship until after he died.
For sure. 110 million%.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Now, if a nigga fuck with you the way you speaking about him, he definitely mentioned you. Always was around you in public, or you know what I'm saying. Like you would have him showing you like that man talked about women. You hear me? He had women that he talked about that he praised.
Quincy Jones' daughter. He
yes,
that was
they
common
weren't.
knowledge.
Yeah, they weren't. Him and Jada were friends. They weren't. They were
glorifying their
friends.
relationship. She's pedestalizing it.
Yes, but she was in love with him though. That's what she said.
Right.
This was her word.
And it appears to be that way after death. It didn't appear that she was in love with him.
And honestly, there
before.
probably is some guilt, some shame. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he died, maybe she feels like that's something that she missed out on. You know, it could be so many things.
You got
know,
a husband of 20-some years.
But that still doesn't erase the feelings that you have.
From the Papoose conversation?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so now pay attention to this, right? You heard the light-skinned sister here, comedian. She said that, okay, when Marcus brought the fact that she's got a husband for 20-some years, and she's like, well, that still don't erase the fact that, you know, she had this crush on him. You're right, it doesn't. But you know what a wife that respects her husband does and a husband that respects his wife does? You put that shit up. You keep that as a memory in your head. You're not running around publicly displaying, okay, hey, yeah, see, this is who I used to kick it with. I still got this flame, took carrying this torch for him. Especially if the person is no longer here. Look, I'm gonna say this. If nobody ever told that little, you remember the movie Hellraiser? Does anybody remember the movie? Yeah, I'm finna go there, goddamn it, because Will Smith ain't gonna slap me, shit. I would have beat Will's ass if I was Chris. I'm gonna go here. Remember the movie Hellraiser? You remember what the little villains was called? The Cenobites? That's exactly what Jada looked like. She looked like a little bald head Cenobite, okay? She looked like Pinhead without the goddamn pins. Yes, she do. With her little evil, demonic, wicked ass. Listen, if had nobody told that woman yet, she need to get some type of help. That's how you know people around her don't give a fuck about her. Woman, baby, he's been dead over 30 plus years. You need to go to therapy and get over that. I don't know if they can fix that, but somebody need to tell her. Somebody need to tell her you need to go there and need to see if they can do something for you, because you gone now. She gone. She gone, okay? And an ounce of scent and that big ass, round, little onion-shaped head of hers. No, it's not there, okay? I'm going there with it. Yes, I am, okay? Somebody need to say the shit. We got to stop this. See, this whole politically correct era that we in, man, look, that's going to destroy society. We got to get, look, y'all know what we need in this country right now. And look, this is going to go over some of the younger people's heads that wasn't around during this time, but I think everybody that's a Gen X in here will agree with this. What this country needs now is to go back to the social mindset of the 90s when people just told the goddamn truth. It wasn't all this, oh, we're going to counsel you. Nobody gave a fuck about that back then. People said it was a more honest time back then. Am I lying? Am I lying? Look, my fellow Gen Xers, am I lying about what I'm saying? The 90s shit was said like it needed to be said. And that saved a lot of people from doing a lot of silly things. Okay? You didn't have all this goofy shit about body positivity and all this other participation trophy mindset trying to make everybody feel good. The people that really gave a fuck about you told you what it was. Me and that woman like, hey man, that's some dumb shit you doing. Hey sis, that don't make no sense. Don't do that. That's goofy. Okay, now don't say that. You hurt their feelings. Don't tell them that. What? How about that? You're not using emotional intelligence. You're not being emotionally. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Look, I'm sorry. Listen, man. Y'all, I'm going to share something with you. I'm from a different era. My testosterone levels are not low. I'm not buying into none of this goofy shit talking about men can feel like women, so therefore they are, and vice versa. I'm not going, man. The last of the remaining Gen Xers, the last of the Mohicans, we ain't going. No, we not. It's not going to work on us. This is why they coming for the babies, okay? The Gen Xers are not having it. We grew up, the programming ain't going to work on us, okay? Everything from my diet to everything rejects this soft, sugar-coated cotton candy bullshit where they trying to kill masculinity. I'm not fucking going. You're not going to make me put a dress on. I'm not going to run around, palling around with Billy Porter. No, I'm not doing it. So that means I'm going to tell you the truth. My feelings were hurt. I fuck you and your feelings. The truth need to be told. I'm sorry. Anyway, listen. I digress. Look, I see y'all laughing in the chat, man. Y'all know how it is. Let me try to go back, go back into calm mode here. But I just had to get that off my chest. So let it continue.
Oh, see.
Oh, it is.
But that,
Yeah.
but that, just because you have, I'm being very honest with you.
We gotta reel it back in.
Just because you have a husband or a wife, that still that may not erase certain feelings that you have.
For somebody
feelings
else.
are feelings.
Yeah.
But
feelings are feelings. Sometimes you be like, damn, I don't want to feel this way. I still feel for my ex, and I'm like, fuck.
But this
I hate feeling for this dude like
go
this.
back to what I'm saying. Okay.
But I love him. Period.
Let's reel it back in.
That's real.
What's up? Rashida Jones. That was her name, right?
Yeah, Rashida Jones. Yeah.
Now, before he died, that's what he was talking about in his songs. So obviously he was in love with her.
And he had a whole wife too.
And he had a whole wife.
Yeah.
You, now, seeing that, you got to know he didn't feel the same way for her.
I don't know. All I know is in his museum, it's a poem to Jada in his handwriting.
I mean, a poem. I write a poem. Give me some coochie.
I don't think it was. You gotta understand.
Hilarious.
They had a bond. I think y'all are downplaying the bond.
No, I think
that
she's
they
upplaying.
had.
No, they're not downplaying the bond. You overplaying the significance of that poem. Pop wrote many poems for women. Jada wasn't the only one. See, look, she would almost have them if that was the only woman that he ever wrote a poem for. It's not. And see, this is why, sisters like this, and she young, y'all bless her heart, okay? She don't know no better. They think stuff like that really means something, but see, This is why you need to talk to men, because this is what I love about Brother Marcus' show. Just like he said, niggas will do anything to get some coochie, okay? I'm just saying, man. Y'all, look, you ain't got to like that. That's the truth. That's the truth. But you see her sitting up here, y'all are downplaying the bond. No, you got men right here telling you how men think. You gonna sit here trying to argue. Nah, I think you're downplaying the bond. See, ladies, this is why a lot of y'all stay lost. When you're talking to men, they're like, no, that's not how we think. Nah, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, never mind. Let's continue.
That's the thing.
They had
It's up playing the word. If it's not, it is today.
And I'm
She's up playing the fuck out of
I'm
this.
talking about friendship. Sometimes you have.
But she's not talking about
Have
it.
you not?
It would be one thing if she was praising it as a friendship.
Yeah.
Then I would understand. Then
Right.
I would be kind of more understanding to it. But she's praising it as she was in love with the man. So that's a different thing. It's
probably a friend that she was in love with. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Let's reel it in.
A friend that she was in love with.
yeah. And so if it's a
Yeah,
friend that she
a
was
friend
in
she
love
was in love
with, so if it was a friend that she was in love with and that love wasn't reciprocated, then that's an obsession.
Maybe.
Type shit.
That's what I was trying to.
Did you hear the sister? Marcus just broke that down in common sense terms. Okay? If it's not being reciprocated and you still acting that way, it's an obsession. She turns around and says, maybe. There's no maybe about that. Look, see, she would get it if it was a situation where it was a dude obsessed with her and she wasn't reciprocating that. Okay, then it tends to stick. But other way around, oh, well, maybe. No, what's the maybe about that? If you trying to get at somebody and they're not reciprocating that and they done told you, hey, look, all right, yeah, cool, no problem, but I don't see you like that, it ain't really gonna be nothing. And you keep on trying to, that's an obsession. Okay? That's an obsession, especially if the person ain't no longer here. Pac is rolling in his grave like, bitch, don't put me in your fuckery. You got a whole husband with kids. No. Oh my God. But look, see, this is part of that problem, man. Let it continue.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Yeah, because when you make your child write a poem about somebody that they never met, that's
Weirdo.
Crazy. That's crazy. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, it is Kidada Jones. Y'all right?
Yeah, Kadada. Yeah.
Yeah, Kidada.
So
A lot of pictures.
Yeah, they're best friends. Look, they best
yeah.
friends. And that's unrequited love, and that's what I think. That's what I think happened.
What's up?
Unrequited love. I think also she might have friend zoned Pac because I'm gonna be real. I know a lot of people that talk about Pac when he was out here. They said he used to wear the same outfit every day because he didn't have no money. He was so broke, and a lot of girls used to be like, "Oh, he be wearing the same thing every day." Like girls used to diss him right and left. He used to always have on
Just to diss me.
Yeah, like everybody who.
This is hilarious. Yes. When Pac was in New York before he came over here, yeah, he was struggling, bro. Then when he came out here to Cali, even though he wasn't making a lot of money in the beginning, he was making enough and he was well known enough to get play from women. That brother couldn't go into a club, man, without chicks getting at him. See, this is a young lady, again, bless her heart, she don't know no better. She don't. This is a young woman speaking from the perspective of how women view things. Man, look, dog. It's people that rolled with Pop back then when he came over here, first got linked up with Digital Underground, man. Shout G, rest in peace to that brother, okay? He was telling you how women was all over Pop. So no, this is what she talking about. That's just not reality. Again, women, y'all listen to this young sister here, because again, bless her heart, like the old folks say, hold up, let me put over. Bless your heart, baby. She don't know no better. Bless your heart. She don't know no better. Y'all better take notes on this. This is why you need to talk to other men. She's clueless on this. Because see, if she was sitting around a circle full of women talking like this, all of them were, yeah, you're right. That's what happened. No, it's not. You on a whole nother planet with what reality was, okay? And look, history reflects exactly what I'm saying, okay? When he came out to LA, that man didn't have no problem pulling nobody's chick. Huh? Hey, but you know, I want y'all to listen to her though, because she got it convinced in her head. Wait till y'all hear what she say next.
Was out here back then, and you know, I dated somebody for a very long time who was very present
Didn't
in
have
the
multiple
era.
underwear?
Huh?
He didn't have multiple underwear.
But well, basically, they saying like none of the girls in LA wanted to fuck with Pac because he was broke. And he would literally wear the same outfit every.
Exactly, Project Leroy. The video I get around told the story. Now, for those of us that were good, innocent, young Gen Xers back then, we watched that and was like, oh my God, look at that. You know, we were innocent. We did not dare, relate much to that at all. Okay, I'm lying, goddammit. Yes, we all related to it, all right? Give a damn about that. The 90s was a different time. Yes, Pop was our damn hero. We're like, yes, that's how you do it. Yes. So like the brother Project Leroy said, man, look, that video right there, that was art imitating life because shit, back during that time period, even in the early digital underground days, all Pop had to do, hey, I'm shooting a video. Y'all want to be the stampede of women. Stampede. Okay? So this here she talking about, like I said, she young, man. Bless her heart, y'all. Don't hold it against her. Let it continue.
Every day.
And so now that he's dead, money. She can glorify.
No. What I'm saying is, I think maybe she even friend zoned him. I think at a point he did like her like that. I think she probably friend zoned him.
So now that he's dead,
and now she looking back, and I think even as he started to, she was like, "Dang, I friend zoned him.
I friend zoned the nigga that became
the
that
nigga." I think that's more of anything, more than anything, to be real with you.
And that makes sense.
Because a lot of women friend zone Pac back in, not just friend zone, like wouldn't even pay attention to him. Walk past him.
That makes sense.
That's real.
And most, if not all of them women tried to spin the block back. No, Jada didn't friend zone Pac. No. I'm going to tell you how I can prove it. You can go look this up for yourself. Grown folks, okay? Men and women in this chat. Put your feelings to the side for a minute. Go look at old pictures of them together. How they all hugged them. Do that shit look like... Do women that friends on men act like that with men? And again, I say, y'all don't hold against this sister. She young. She don't know no better. Look at them pictures. Women that friends on men don't do that. They ain't touching on you intimately like that. No, that right there, no. It's a cool theory, but in reality, no, that is not what happened. Hence her obsession with that man this day. Because if she friends on him, she wouldn't be obsessing over him like that. Yeah, she would be talking about him here or there, but not this stuff that she got going on. So let it continue.
Shit.
So she living with regret.
She living with regret.
You weighing that down on your family.
She living with regret.
You weighing that down on your family.
Unrequited love is love that never really happened, like, ain't it? It's like the love that got away, like that never manifested, that you really wanted.
I'm a wordsmith, and this is my first introduction to unrequited.
I've seen
unrequited
love. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he used to wear?
No, they say he used to. They said
that nigga said that's what he used to wear.
Like for real, y'all. Like for real.
Well, that boy look like he finna go get on the Harley Davidson. Boy.
Like for real, he was a weird.
That nigga gave blood that
y'all,
day.
He moved to.
You need to stop. Oh, you hurt my leg, shit.
I love you, Pac. R.I.P., my nigga. I love you to death. But nigga, that picture bogus as hell, boy.
Go ahead, get your fun, baby. My bad.
No, he wasn't. People that were out here. Pac was a weird art school kid because I'm from art school and I know how we are. He was a weird art schooler that came to LA who did not have no money. He didn't really start getting money until he started messing with Digital Underground. And that wasn't even a lot. Like he wasn't getting really no money with them, but he was broke for a very long time. He lived on people's couches for a very long time. He lived with a white woman for a very long time.
He lived with the white lady back when he was over there in the Baltimore and New York area, not in LA. Okay. See, again, she young. She don't know what she's talking about. Bless her heart. But see, let me tell you what she's overlooking. I want you women to pay attention to this, especially the young ladies. Let's go with the fact that she's talking about, okay, when he got with Digital Underground, he wasn't making that much money. Now, you go back to the 90s. See, because I'm a Gen X, so I know what this was like. You go back to the 90s, if he was making, let's just say with them, let's just say we put him in a range of between 5,000 under 10 grand with them. Let's just put it in that window. All right. If that's what he was making back then, you got to understand that it wasn't just about his money. He had another currency that allowed him to pull women, his charisma. You think Pop was running around here tricking on these chicks like that? You are out of your damn mind. And I'm going to tell you how I know he wouldn't. If Pop was running around here being a trick and it was all about money, don't you know how many women would have been bragging about that? See, come on, man. Let's make it make sense. And look, this was back before the internet and all of that, but I'm telling you, if he was running around here tricking to get the women, and it wasn't just his natural charisma and the women wanting to be in his presence and wanting to actually be involved with him, don't you know that would have come out? Oh, man, well, I got this or that out. Look, let me tell you something. These goofballs that's running around here paying $500,000 to take tramps like Ice Spice out on a damn date. That shit wasn't going on in the 90s. Let me tell you that right now. Oh, that was a different time. See, for the young people listening to me, everything was different back then. This version of basketball that y'all watching now in the NBA, this shit is cupcake sports. Go back to the 1989, 1990s era. Man, basketball was a fucking combat sport. Yeah, we all know about the NFL. Am I lying, brothers? Come on, tell me. Listen, man, you better go back and look at the rivalry that people like Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan and them had. Huh? This stuff where you barely touch somebody in the NBA. Oh, LeBron James, soft ass. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I damn you that. He saw. You put some of them back in that time period, they would have got their ass ate up. Man, but look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you just how rough the NBA was so that you understand how different things were across the board and why Genesis are the way we are. You even had a white boy in the NBA. Y'all gonna remember this name. Remember Bill Laimbeer? Huh? That dirty ass white dude, man. Come on, man. Yeah, even the white boys in the NBA know they had to be tough. But this crap that y'all watching today, this ain't. I can't watch it. I just cannot. I'm not a big sports guy like that today. Okay, but after that era came in, when they start instituting all them soft ass rules, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm checking out of this. I can't stand it. I hear about it in the news, go and see who won, but I'm not watching the game. I can't stand it. But anyway, my point is, things were a lot different then. Pop was no damn trick, so it wasn't about his money. It was his charisma that pulled the women to him. That's it. Bless her heart. God be with her. She young. She got things to learn. Let it continue.
No, Pac was not getting money like that.
You know,
he
one
was
of the
poor
most
when he moved out
astounding
here.
things to me about adulthood, looking back at Pac.
Oh, look at my first sergeant over there. She naming the names, and she Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Dennis Rodman. Oh my God, man. Yeah, see, back then, Dennis Rodman, man, that dude was hell, man. He wasn't a offensive scorer worth a damn. Best defensive player in my arguably that I've ever seen in the league, to be honest with you. He's in there. If you start talking about best defensive players in the NBA, Dennis Rodman would make the top 10. Because one, he wasn't just a good rebounder or a defender. He got in people's heads and fuck with them. Oh, they didn't call it a worm for them. But hey, look, y'all got me talking sports. I digress. Let me get back to this.
Yeah.
This man was only like 25.
Crazy.
When he died.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, we're talking about a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a man
That's why when motherfuckers be talking shit, I be like, nigga, that nigga was a great nigga. If you think
Nigga,
about it, dog.
25?
25. This nigga, and niggas be talking about, oh, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, he wasn't gangster. I don't know.
Because on average, I think I probably had $1,000 to my name at 25. On average.
I know some gangster niggas. I don't know no gangster niggas shot the police. You hear me? I know some gangster niggas. But boy, I know some gangster niggas done killed some niggas. They ain't shot the police. They'll kill a nigga, but they won't shoot the police.
Yeah, it's astounding to me that we talk so much about somebody that's 25. Now, I'm 35. Nigga, 25?
Right.
Nigga, that's astounding.
Nigga did more than I did.
Nigga.
I'm 35. Nigga. I got 10 years on the nigga. This nigga's still past me. Ain't that a bitch?
This nigga was dropping music 10 years after 25. Goddamn it.
Yeah, he said gangsters don't shoot at cops. That's because he beyond gangster. that's beyond gangster. That's my point. I'm trying to say gangsters scared to shoot at cops.
It's impossible gangster.
Oh, all right, man. But
for the young ones that don't know, because I know there may be some people listening that, were not born or around that era. What Brother Marcus was talking about in regards to Tupac with shooting at cops, he was over here in Atlanta, and he was how it went. He was driving by, him and his entourage or whatever, and he saw these race soldiers over here hemming up, a brother, and he hopped right out. They were off-duty cops, and he let that thing ride. See, look, for all the things that Pop might have did or could have done different, that brother was a rider for real, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and say it. A lot of these little cupcake-ass rappers today, they call themselves rappers, he was one of the people, he was living a lot of what he spoke about. Not all of it, but he was living a lot of it. It wasn't no faking the funk. See, look, Death Row Records back then, which is the label that he really gained most of his prominence on, okay, the label he was on right before he died, just to go in the studio over there under them boys, man, Suge Knight and them, man, you couldn't be no soft-ass dude, man. You couldn't. Like, man, that's a whole nother conversation right there. I ain't even gonna go all the way down there. My point is this, though. He wasn't like a lot of these clowns. Look, let me go here. If Tekashi and some of these little goofballs was alive back then trolling, man, y'all just don't understand. You couldn't do that back then. No, you would have tried it and it would have got shut down immediately. Okay? It was too many situations back during that time period in the 90s where people tried to clown around and do disrespectful things. And see, I honestly think that was the last strong era of us gatekeeping our culture, because you didn't have no disrespectful punks like Burna Boy, yet I said it, talking about we don't have no culture. Bust around that shit he on now, him and Fat Joe. They wasn't doing that in the 90s. Oh, no. That's recent. I promise you that. Back during that time period, you had to have respect for the culture just to be allowed in. A lot of them brothers, they were very good about checking disrespect before it got out of hand. This new generation is coming in, letting all this stuff slide, man. Nah, look. You'd have tried the Tekashi thing back then, man. That would have ended very badly, okay? That would have, man. Nah, okay? So look, just saying, it was a different time. We're going to get with a lot of that stuff. I miss that era because, look, to be honest with you, that's really the way things should have progressed. I wish we would have kept a lot of things from that time period going, but we all know the extenuating circumstances and the many factors that goes into why things are the way they are now, okay? But, hey, whole nother conversation, whole nother broadcast. Let it continue.
Remy.
We still on the
You
6.
wrong.
Well,
Right.
like,
Sit your country ass down, man.
Country ass down.
Man. Now this shit here. Jeezy and Jenna May. What the hell is this bitch?
Jenny Ma.
Liu Kang. Bitch. I be like Liu Kang. They are divorcing. Now, when I seen this couple, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was like, this is weird shit. Jeezy, what the fuck you doing? What the hell?
I thought it was an odd
I was
couple as
curious
well.
myself.
I thought it was an
What
odd
is
couple
you
as
doing,
well.
my boy?
I thought it was.
I'm like, Jeezy.
I thought the same thing.
How long was it married?
Huh?
I thought the same thing.
2 years.
They only made it 2. That
2
was
years.
it. That's it.
2 years.
It was very
Damn.
strange.
No,
Man,
2 years.
it seems
I
like
mean, you
it's
gotta
been
think
a
about
while. But
during the
this
pandemic.
last couple years been
Yeah,
crazy.
it's been a long past 2 years.
Yeah,
You think
yeah.
about
This
it.
last
The
couple
pandemic,
years have been crazy.
It was during the pandemic.
Okay.
Now, that's just the first thing I think. Oh, nigga, this is a weird motherfucking couple.
It was
This is
interesting.
random.
It was
That's a
interesting. It was
motherfucker.
random, right?
I didn't
Like, where'd it
expect.
come
I didn't even. Jeezy's not a nigga I would even expect to mess with no Asian woman on a
I'm
serious.
the realest nigga in it.
Yeah, I just you straight nigga, trap nigga, like you know, I'm expect this nigga like.
So now, Yeah. I saw where y'all was asking me to respond about this on different things in the inbox and email. Gonna get my take on it right now. Okay, it ain't gonna be long. A lot of people already gave their takes on this. I can't really disagree with nothing they've said. But this picture right here, look, you know what? Let me take this banner down temporarily. I want everybody to look at it. See, let me tell you something. First of all, if I'm a man with Jeezy's net worth, I worked as hard as he don't work to get where he is. My wife ain't gonna be in no picture with me where her damn titties is exposed, okay? That shit right there, no. Now, he got different standards than me, but they're gonna discuss something in a minute here where if I would have known this and if Jeezy had known, I'm like, hey, bro, you don't marry this. It's one thing if you want to, try out a little soy sauce and see what the soy sauce is working with, but the comment that she's about to make, and all the women in here know it, because they've been hitting these Negroes across the head with it. Look, the truth is the truth. I'm going to let them play that comment, and then I'm going to speak on that. But yeah, I guess look, I understand Jesus' situation. Okay, I get it. Even though I'm not in that situation. He had the baby mamas, shit didn't work out. That's problem right there. The baby mama thing, no, if she ain't worth your last name, the baby mama thing don't work, fellas. For the young men, okay, they hadn't made that mistake yet, because that's exactly what that is. Bad business is not a mistake, it's a bad decision. Don't do the baby mama thing. Value your last name enough to say, okay, if I'm going to trust you with my genetic legacy, we forming a family. If she ain't worth that, don't put no babies in them. Now, yeah, this kid is probably young, but I'm just saying for sake of reference. But this comment that they about to bring up here, nah, ain't nowhere in here. I'm going to let them play that, and then we'll get back to it.
Oh, man, I'll make it one a time.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking him have him old ratchet bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what I imagine. Jeezy have him old cold ratchet bitch. You know what I'm saying? From the hood. You know what I mean? Nigga, when I see that fucked me up. And then I seen a video. Do y'all remember this article that came out first? Y'all remember the article? It came out, it said the baby was going to be non-binary.
Whose baby?
Y'all remember that article?
No.
Jesus' baby?
Yes.
What?
They said that they going to have the baby going to be non-binary.
Oh, my God.
That's what they said.
Oh, my God.
And when I seen that article, I knew this shit was over. I knew that shit was. I said, nigga.
The snowman.
Boy, ain't nothing happening. Ain't nowhere in hell.
Ooh-wee.
I knew that shit was going down the damn drain.
Ooh-wee.
I knew it. The nigga looked uncomfortable on the picture.
He really did. Yeah.
That nigga was looking like.
He didn't look relaxed,
Yeah,
like at home.
But even every time they took pictures and shit, he looked like
uneasy.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked like,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I doing?
It just, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And boy, when I seen that, I said, oh yeah, this ain't gonna last long at all. I know Jeezy ain't going for that. Then I seen a video of her on I think she was on the reel.
On the real, yeah.
That motherfucker said, for me, dark meat on the side. White meat keeps me mean and lean.
Wait, she said that?
While they was together?
See that comment right there? Yeah, she said it. She definitely said it. So now, for the Jesus out there, see, this is the problem with some brothers, man, once they get bread. You hear them rapping about it all the time, all these exotic chicks this, exotic chicks that. Okay, cool. She making comments like that, though, bro, you don't wife them up. Okay, you gonna go see what it's all about, see what she work with. Okay, do that, but don't wife her up and don't that heifer pregnant. Because see, I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there because this is confirmed. The heifer cheated on her Zaddy that she was with. So now if she cheated on Zaddy, you know damn well she was gonna cheat on you. That's what they're saying, allegedly, that it might have been some cheating. That may or may not be true as far as with Jesus. Don't know. We'll see. Everything done in the dark shall come out to the light. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna say something mighty cruel. Don't give a damn who it offends. I'm not trying to get the white man's cum dumpster leftovers. No, I don't want you. Some of these dudes, man, running behind these heifers, man, or whatever national, like, oh, Zaddy had you? Oh, shit. Because, look, the way Zaddy get down, no, if I find out you was over there laying up with him, no. You need to go back over there. I'm not Zaddy in Hollywood. Do you know the shit that they and you know, one of these days I'm gonna have to try to do an interview with my uncle that works security for a lot of these folks in these different places, and just let him talk about certain things. Cause see, it's one thing for me to say it. You need to hear from somebody that actually saw some madness. I saw some stuff hanging around. I was like, hey, boy, Zaddy, I'm gonna tell you right now, boy. I found out you laying up with them. Oh no, no, Zaddy is wild out there in them Hollywood streets. You understand me? Y'all just don't know the half, man. And see, this is what a lot of them guys don't understand when they talking about exotic this, exotic that. Bro, if she dipping and dabbing with that Zaddy over there, okay, all right now. Cause Jeezy ain't a dumb man. He know that. But see what it is, they be looking at, okay, if I get this chick, it's gonna look a certain way to certain people. Man, fuck all of that. Is she a good woman? Is she on your program? Do she make you happy? Them things. How about that? I don't give a fuck what she look like to other people. You ain't on my program and then you over there trifling around with Zaddy. Oh, no. I will call him to come get you. Hey, come get this bitch. Nah, man. Don't compliment me on nothing. Nope. I don't want no samples. No. I'm serious about that. Y'all better, man. I'm going to say this. I'm going to ask it in a question form. Have you ever wondered why it's so hard to find the HIV/AIDS rates on people in the dominant society, but you can find them on every other group? You never thought about that, huh? Tell you what you do. Go looking for them numbers. Go looking for them in specific category where they list people from the dominant society and show them numbers. You can't hardly find that information. Oh, boy, you got to scour and search. It is very well hidden. But they always putting us at the face of stuff. You know why? Anytime that you hiding that type of information, that lets you know how bad it is amongst their population. But see, everything with them, they don't want to tell the truth about what's going on with their people. So they have to make it look like, oh, it's not that bad and put that off on other people. You just go do your homework on that. You're going to be like, damn, I ain't never think about it that way. So for me, no, man, you laying up with Zaddy? No, that's a deal breaker. Them bed wenches, don't come over here. I ain't got nothing for you. Let it continue.
I think that was before they was together.
Okay, all right. Just somebody dug in the archives and pulled some shit up.
Yeah, they dug in the archives after this shit happened.
Yeah.
First of all, if I ever was dealing with somebody like that and that pulls up, bitches know, bitch is over. It's over. Fuck is you talking about? Dog meat on the side and white meat keeps you meaning. You ain't even white, bitch. You Asian.
Dark meat on the side.
And she was with a white man prior. She was married to, I think she was, she was married to a white man.
That's customary for Asian cultures. They want their...
Oh my God, I just looked over here and saw that. Still Kevin Trees. He said living in Mayonnaise. Kevin, you hell. Kevin, bro, hey, listen. Kevin, I'm gonna have to use that from time to time, give attribution to you, bro. Like, man, my brother Kevin Trees said you over there in Mayonnaise. Oh, shit. I like that, man. Oh, boy, that's hilarious.
They want to assimilate into white culture best they can when they come here. That's their goal.
Yeah.
That's their ultimate goal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I say they white adjacent to me.
Yeah, that's their ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Is to be white.
Right. And man,
even nigga when we was kids, look at Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Them white boys.
But they supposed to be Asian.
Right, but they draw them as white boys.
Yeah. But that was
nigga, think about it. Nigga, when a white man is at his strongest, he has blonde hair and blue eyes.
No, he was at his strongest at gray hair.
You stupid.
But you're right though.
At their strongest.
Until they changed it.
Right.
Now, speaking of mayonnaise, oh my God, that is hilarious. I ain't gonna be able to stop laughing at that. Speaking of mayonnaise, man, listen, Brother Chad just brought up a good point though, because see, I want y'all to really think about this. And see, it's good to discuss this type of thing right here, being that we're at this hour of our history where we're galvanizing around our culture as foundation of Black American freedmen. We need to analyze things and understand history and anti-Black racism and how it got to this point. So when you look at certain things, even something that's small, it seems small, but it's actually a very big, important thing when it comes to how people perceive you and how they perceive themselves versus the dominant society or in correlation to the dominant society. When you look at East Indians, Hispanics, Arabs, Asians, okay? Right now, we're talking about Asians with these anime cartoons. I'm familiar with a lot of anime. I watched a lot of it, okay? From time to time, I'll check out certain things, okay? What Chad was bringing up about Dragon Ball Z, about the art style, when you look at how they designed them, most of the characters are designed to look white. I'm going to give you a couple more animes. A lot of it's going to ring a bell with some of you that do watch it. Look up the anime Inuyasha. Look at the characters there. Now, the main character in Inuyasha, okay, what it was centered around, besides him, Gome, she somewhat looks Japanese, but you can still see that Caucasian design that they was going for with most of the characters. I'll give you another one. And in my opinion, this is one of the best animes that you could watch. It came from that era where they wasn't putting all them agendas in the cartoons. And it actually had some masculinity to it, but that white art design was still there. I don't know if y'all heard of an anime called Yu Yu Hakusho. If you never checked that out, let me tell you something, man. That will get you hooked on that as a grown person. That whole series was good. Very well done, in my opinion. But if you look at most of the characters, I'll give you a perfect example. The character Kazuma Kuwabara. Look at him. He looked just like a straight up white boy in there. Okay? So then again, I'll give you another one. Cowboy Bebop. Very good anime. I mean, that was very well done. It only had 26 episodes, but from beginning to end, that shit was excellent. Okay? Yeah, your brother watched some anime. Yeah. In case y'all didn't know that, I watch some of it from time to time. But my point that I'm making is, if you look at the art design, they drew a lot of the characters with a Caucasian style. Now, the reason they did this, a lot of people would say, okay, if it was coming to the West, they was trying to make it more relatable to a Western audience. No. Because if it's very well done, you don't need to make the characters look like them for people to identify with it. You don't need to do that. What that is, they have an affinity, and a lot of them over there in Asian countries, they see themselves as an extension of white people, and they want to assimilate in that. You can see it when they come over here and start practicing anti-Black racism against us, okay? And see, for me, I'm going to go ahead and say it. As well done as many of those animes that I just mentioned were, when you look at, do you know how, I'm going to say it this way, do you know how low your self-esteem has to be as a collective of people for you to create heroes, but you don't create those heroes in your own image? I want you to stop and think about that. See, it just sounds like it's trivial because it's anime or whatever, but Brother Chad brought up a great point. In their media and their culture, they're letting you know before they get here who they identify with. Brother Chad gonna make another good point about that. Because see, look, these things need to be discussed in the sense of you need to understand who you're dealing with, why they think that way, so that way you better prepare to deal with them and you understand where that's coming from. Because see, a lot of them, when you bring that up, they get shamed about it. I'm like, nah, don't get shamed about it now. That's what y'all do. And look, it can be seen. I'm not making this up. Anybody can check out any of them animes that I named and several others. You see most of the main characters are supposed to be Japanese, Chinese, whatever. They look white. Let it continue.
He was at his strongest.
At strongest.
He had blood hair, blue eyes, like a Viking.
Right, like a Viking.
Turned into a Viking.
Nigga, they glorified this shit always and forever.
You ain't lying. You got a hell of a point. You got a hell of a point. Even though it was Asian creators, they made them motherfuckers look like white boy. Yeah. But they look white and Asian.
Wasian.
Some of them look white.
They was Wasian.
They had some Asian looking motherfuckers.
They look kind,
like the fat nigga. You remember the fat? What's the fat?
Yajirobe.
Yajirobe.
I mean, it's an Asian cartoon, so they're gonna depict Asian people.
Yeah.
But the only black nigga
they said Krillin had spoken.
Time.
They said Krillin had spoken.
Hey, look. Hey, because I know my representation. I know my representation.
What Krillin is?
Krillin definitely Asian. Goddamn. He's Korean. He better be.
You know they had a black person on there.
Right. But before they introduced that black dude, who they gave us?
Majibu?
Popo.
Oh, yeah.
The black dude, he wasn't even a character. He was just in the damn fighting tournament.
Well, hold on, which one are you talking
Now, for those that had never really thought about that, go back and look at Dragon Ball Z and look at the character Mr. Popo. If y'all don't know who that is, just Google that for the people that's not into anime. That was some real racist shit. That's their depiction of how they see. Because look, they modeled him. That's how they did it. Just go ahead and call it what it is. That was supposed to be the black person in there. You go look at how they drew that character, man. That I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit still rubbed me the wrong way to this day. But again, like I say, you need to understand how these people see us, how they see themselves, and you know, correlation to dominant society.
The black dude in the fighting tournament.
No, I'm talking about the one that Majin Buu turned into.
What in the
Dragon Ball Z.
You mean his last dude that got absorbed?
Dragon Ball Z.
No, you missed it. You got.
I do need a blanket.
We'll talk about that.
All right.
They ain't. Yeah, we're gonna lose them with that.
We start talking.
We watched Dragon Ball Z. Goddamn. We came up,
So-
nigga. Dragon Ball Z was the number one show, nigga.
Dragon Ball Z.
That was that shit right there, boy. You watch anime?
No.
No. Y'all, I don't know why I just assume you watch anime.
I
You
mean,
look like
I
an anime
have-
character.
I just don't have enough time. I would.
Yeah.
I do look like one though.
You do look like an anime character. I can see that.
Thanks.
Is it Popo who was a Moor?
I'll tell you another anime too that fits into what we're talking about as far as like how a lot of Asians will design the characters to look like little white kids. Full Metal Alchemist. Now you go look at Edward and Alphonse Elric and tell me them don't look just like little old white boys, okay? Now they had a couple of characters. I think one, the character Roy in there, the one that had like the little fire power with it, the little fire alchemy power. Now, he looks somewhat Asian, but if you look at that design, you can still see what they was aiming for. But again, that just popped in my head. Let's let it continue.
Niggas already talking about next conversation. He lost the fuck out of that real quick.
Ooh, that was it. It was boo backwards. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, yeah, I already knew that shit was going down the drain.
Yeah.
So,
Same.
Jeez, I'm getting your ass chucked too for
Same.
even doing that shit in the first goddamn place. Now you talking about y'all joint custody of the daughter and all that
This
shit.
nigga ain't a nigga.
Huh? Sit your country ass down, man.
over here
Sit your
researching.
country ass
He got his
down. That's a
research
nigga.
going
This
on.
nigga ain't a nigga.
What?
I just read the next thing.
Oh.
Okay.
I seen this today.
Wait. Hold on. But I just on the Jeezy subject though. The one thing I want to touch on. I felt like he was invested in the Jenny situation because everything that he went through with his baby mama from the hood, from the trenches. You know, he has the estranged son. They had a whole lot of beef throughout his career.
Mm-hmm. But he had a few different few different bitches though.
Yeah, but you know, she tried to take him for everything in the
Okay.
beginning. So I think he was terrified of black women.
Okay.
And so
Terrified. Oh.
Salute to my good brother Dunamis for the cash out. Thank you very much for that, my brother. I hope you're safe out there on highways and byways, my brother. But check this out, family. Okay, so now you heard what Chad said. Let's analyze that, right? Let's just say that from the baby mama situation, again, this is why it's a bad idea to be a baby daddy and baby mama. That stuff don't work, okay? But let's just say that was the issue. My advice to a brother that's went through the ringer, okay, you dealt with a sister or sisters and things didn't go like you wanted them to, don't write off all black women and go run into another race of women because you think that those women are better. Every race of woman got their own issues and problems. The smarter thing to do is just fall back for a minute, get yourself together. To see, look, for men and women, I'm telling this, sometimes if you have a bad experience out in the dating market or whatever, before you get married and things of that nature, sometimes it's good to just fall back and not do that for a minute. Get yourself together. Make sure you process what happened. Understand what that person did from a realistic point of view, not a made up, I feel point of view. And understand what you did to contribute to allowing them to do whatever they did to you. See, this is how you gain growth as a person and you don't repeat the same mistakes. See, a lot of people, They just serial date. They just run around like a hamster on a treadmill. They don't learn from nothing they've done. It's I got to get back up under somebody. Sometimes you need to be by yourself for a minute and figure some things out. You know what I'm saying? That's the wise thing to do. That would be my advice. But hey, grown folks gonna be grown. But yeah, running over there thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get this race of women. Okay. Every woman gonna have their issues and problems to deal with. The thing to do is to take your time and make sure that whoever you're dealing with is compatible with you. Okay. Take your time. Don't rush into things. And heaven knows. Look, this is just me. Again, everybody gonna do what they want. If you find you somebody, you think y'all can make it work. Okay. Take your time before you get to that marriage, at least 2 years. Okay. So you get to know each other and see ups and downs. Okay. Then if you do say, okay, this person is worth it, let me go ahead and pull the trigger and get married. Don't go having kids right away time you get married. You need, hey, another 2 years in. Let's see if we can make it before you start trying to have kids. See, a lot of these, look, the reason why I'm saying that, because regardless of what Jeannie, Mai, Chun-Li, whatever you want to call it, and Jeezy decided to do, it's a kid in this thing that didn't ask to be here. It's innocent. All right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if he had taken his time for the 2 years, he probably would have seen what the deal was and be like, oh, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and get you up out of here before you bring kids into the situation. Okay, and look, I get it. It's not a perfect scenario. It's not a perfect world. This is just some sound advice that would behoove anybody to heed it. Okay, things don't always work out perfect. I get that. But you need to have that grace period to see if you actually compatible with somebody, if you should start a family. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, it would be better if you'd have got out of it and you didn't have no kid to worry about. Because, see, he got that prenup in place, but this is America. I mean, good thing about it, if they got married in Georgia, yeah, you ain't going to really be getting all that alimony and spousal support like that. But, I digress. Like I said, it's just some lesson to be learned from it. And hopefully, whatever happens in the future, the people that's basing their lives off how these entertainers live, learn from their mistakes too. Okay, learn from their mistakes. If you're gonna idolize them people, which you shouldn't, but if you are, learn from their mistakes.
Terrified. I think he was terrified of black women.
That's a real thing.
I think he was trying, because she tried to take everything from him, cuzzo. She tried to leave him with nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And on some child support type shit. Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying? And then she turned his son against him. You can imagine. You know your relationship with your dad.
Man, that's their producer Abe over there, man. Shout out to Abe, man. Abe here for that. He got a boy. Look, if y'all looking for a podcast where it's an on code family situation, because the light skinned brother Chad and the sister right there with the turquoise hat on, that's Marcus's mother. You know what I'm saying? Chad is his cousin. That's a family situation. They on code. They cover a variety of different topics, and you gonna laugh. I'm telling you that right now. If you're not over there subscribed to You Know Maaacus channel, catching the mainstream, you missing out, man. You missing out. I think y'all would enjoy it. I'm not gonna put nothing before you that I wouldn't recommend or actually watch myself. I'm in the chat a lot of times over there. But man, Abe done put up this picture of Krillin. He basically, like, I remember they got on Chad when he first shaved his hair, and they were calling him Krillin, man. Oh my God. Well, they stayed on my brother Chad for so long, man. And look, Chad, my boy, salute to you, but man, I mean, you do kind of look like him, bro. But, hey, Chad a good dude, man. Chad a good dude. They have a lot of fun over there, and it's all in good spirits or whatever. Chad is an upcoming comedian himself. But yeah, Abe be here with the graphics, man. Let's continue.
Oh, you funny in the motherfucker. Fuck you, Abe.
I'm gonna put some dots on your head one day. While you sleep, nigga. Put 6 dots on your head, boy.
But his first baby mama tried to take him for everything. He has the fucked up relationship with his son. I think that traumatized that man. You know what I'm saying? He even caught a case behind fighting his son.
He done dealt with a few different ethnicities, though. I think he was just exploring.
Any woman can do that. That's what I'm saying. Any ethnicity.
But you trusted your own first. So he was traumatized from his own first. So he felt like his safest bet was going outside of his own.
That happens a lot.
Right?
That happens a lot.
Now, if you are a person who deals with different ethnicities and you're not used to integrating into different environments and you minimizing yourself in that relationship, you gonna run out of faking.
Yeah.
And he ran out of faking.
That's the realest
and that
thing.
Bitch ran into too many
That's
snowmans.
That's
and
real.
she was like, "Oh shit,
That's
this nigga
real.
a nigga for real."
Yeah. No,
I know the nigga you introduced me to on the yacht.
Whoa.
But nigga, you think hood nigga thoughts and you think hood nigga shit too?
Cause you know
Oh,
what?
nigga.
Chad brought up a very good point. Because see, my suggestion before you go hopping outside your race again, grown folk gonna do what they want to do. Analyze what type of women that you dealt with in our community and be like, okay, I'm not going to get that kind of woman. Find somebody that's the complete polar opposite of what you were dealing with, because apparently what you were dealing with wasn't for you. That would be my advice before you go hopping over the other side. Just don't have that attitude where the grass is gonna be green over here because she's not a black woman. Okay, life is gonna show you. Y'all know what I always tell you: if life is a teacher, you're gonna get the lesson one or two ways: the easier way, the hard way. But see, here's the thing, right? Everything that they're discussing right now, it needs to be discussed. This is why I'm glad that they have the type of format over there where they discuss such things, and it's just our people without other folks butting their nose into our business. Okay? Whichever way we decide, yay, nay, agree, disagree, it needs to be us discussing these issues like this. Okay? So that's another thing I respect about the platform. But see, when it comes to Jesus' situation, I'm going to tell y'all what would have been a deal breaker for me. This shit would have never got started. From what the reports are saying, they saying that this heifer's family moved up in his house. Oh, hell no. No. I would have had a conversation with her up front about that. I'd be like, listen, they can come visit from time to time, but that ain't going to be often. I married you. I didn't marry them because they say one of her brothers up in this nigga. Man, no. How that happen? Man, boy, let come up in there, man. You got all these little soy sauce supremacists up there, boy. Be all kinds of fortune cookies flying there. Like, get your ass about freeloading bastards. That shit wouldn't be me. So I don't understand how that happened. I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, it couldn't have been your boy, though. Let it continue.
You hit it right on the nose.
You can't ban a snowman.
Right. And that's what happened. That's my honest opinion.
That's right. Chill.
That's my honest
I'm
opinion.
the realest nigga in it.
He said,
shit,
somebody
you
said he went
already
traumatized
know.
from the streets with black women. Come on now. Facts, though. Facts. You could get the streets that traumatize you, but black women did.
Hey, you can't even
all
say that
traumatizing.
because he went through everything he went through with Big Meech and Blue Da Vinci and all of them. He disassociated from all of that shit a long time ago, so you can't even say that realistically.
Okay. Come on with the facts then, Chad.
I mean, Jeezy, if I'm going to call myself having a favorite rapper, Jeezy one of my favorite rappers.
That
sure.
first album
100.
was it for me.
Man.
That
I
first
love
album.
me some Jeezy, so I definitely followed his whole
That
career.
first album.
Okay. Talk your shit, my boy. Now this news hit me today and it fucked me up. Cause I'm like, oh man, I hope not. I hope this ain't true.
No.
Allegedly.
This is really crazy if this is true.
Allegedly.
This
Yeah,
is
that's it
really
straight up.
crazy.
Right, sit straight up.
You know,
This
yeah.
is really
not
crazy
Tim.
if this is true.
Tim, you know Tim's.
That's my little thing.
What's the
This
song?
can't be
What's the
true.
song?
Oh, that's my thing.
This can't be
Tim's.
true.
You know, damn, what's Tim's song? I can't even get it right now.
If the world. That's not the first one.
What was that shit?
What's Tim's song? Shit, give me one of
You don't need no other body.
Don't need no other body.
And
and
that was the white boy.
no, Wiz and Tim's.
Don't need no other.
Yeah, Wiz and Tim. All right,
That's
I
not
can't think
Justin
of.
Bieber.
She one got that hip.
No,
voice.
he came on the remix.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Now, allegedly she is pregnant.
That's crazy.
Hello? Put me on the screen. Allegedly, Tim's is pregnant by Future.
Where you get this?
Let's give this a moment of silence.
You look like somebody just died or something.
Oh, somebody
Nobody-
did.
Man, listen, I got to agree with my brother Marcus on this. I'm going to tell you right now, besides Zaddy, if I know you dealing with the caliber dude like a Future, oh, that's a deal breaker. Cause I already know you ain't right upstairs in the head. Then you gonna go get pregnant by him. You need to be smacked smooth in the middle of your damn head with a big industrial fly swatter. Just smack. Bow, you silly hell for you. How you, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm just saying, the Future, Nick Cannon, I like you go volunteer for this, you see what it is. But hey, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you right now though, I'm not mad at Future and Nick Cannon. They doing the Lord's work because they showing us just how many of them out here too silly to deal with. Yes. Keep on doing the Lord's work. I feel bad for them babies because I don't care what nobody say. You can't properly raise that many kids if you ain't got them all under one roof. So you can raise them under one standard. That's me. I'm a traditional man. Everybody's not traditional. That's why they having such problems. But again, you go run and get yourself knocked up by Future. Come on now. Like I said, we need to have a fly swatter committee. They just run around when people do silly stuff, just drive by, smack you in your foot. Bah! Yeah. That's what you get. I'm talking about hard too, where it lead to fly print in the middle of your damn forehead. Don't make no sense. Oh my God. But listen though, that's what's going around. That's what they saying.
Somebody did. Allegedly, Tim's is pregnant by Future. I seen that today. Now, if this is true, because no, that boy, yeah, free mind, that was the song.
I gotta take it.
That boy, she ain't got no damn free mind no more. Her mind went too damn free. Now, if this is true, that goddamn Future boy, y'all gotta give that nigga credit. That nigga don't play. That nigga do not
Future
play.
don't use protection.
That nigga don't play.
That's what he does.
I gotta give nigga credit when credit due. That nigga
What you
do
mean?
not play. He don't be bullshit. That nigga say, look, he called her from, where's she from? Africa?
Africa, somewhere in Africa.
Hey, he say she don't know what's
Somewhere.
going on over here. Let me go and stab her and introduce her to the USA the right way.
Not true.
Huh?
I pray to
Huh?
God. This is not true.
How many children?
You said you don't need no other body. Well, you got you another one now. Fucking with Future.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a wild random thing
Where
right
does
there.
info come from?
Huh?
Where did this info
It was in the
come from?
news.
In what news? In what news?
It was in the news. You hear me? Allegedly, this is what happened.
I love her.
Allegedly, Future got a future in
Wow.
her belly.
Ooh wee. Stop it.
Oh,
No.
man. Yeah.
Jeez.
Uh-huh. They say he was knocking her off. Get what shoes they say he had on when he was knocking her
Don't
off.
do that.
Gosh.
Don't do that.
Jesus Christ.
Tim's. So he was knocking her off in some Tim's. He wasn't even in his Gucci flip-flops. He was in Tim's.
Is it an article?
Damn.
Is
He
this
got
on
eight
TMZ?
kids right now.
That's a cold nigga, boy. That nigga cold nigga. That's a cold nigga, boy. Y'all gotta get that
Why he
moose.
gotta be so cold?
That
How-
moose looking ass
how you
nigga.
at-
Cause that's an ugly ass nigga that be getting that nigga.
He
be
not
that's
ugly. He not ugly.
That nigga look
I
like
don't
a
think
moose.
he ugly.
That nigga look like
not
a
ugly.
Bullwinkle. You remember Rocky and Bullwinkle? Right. Rocky. That nigga look like Bullwinkle.
Man, ain't really.
How does he have
Shit.
time to be a good father to all his children
He don't.
and be a rapper? I
don't.
don't understand.
Shit.
When they ask Sierra,
I don't
how
understand.
do they co-parent, she just started laughing, wouldn't stop laughing
Yeah.
on the interview.
Wow, wow.
That's wild
Wow.
right there,
She
my
just
boy.
would not stop laughing, and then she said, "Okay, that answers it."
This nigga be
Right.
knocking off everything. That nigga knocked off. He was first nigga. Remember that he was knocking off Scottie Pippen wild. Now she with. Yeah, now she with.
Yep, Larsa
Now she
Pippen.
with Jordan. Michael Jordan's son. Boy, I can name. Yeah, you didn't know that.
Larsa?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. She been with him for a minute too. They talking about they finna have a podcast, and I think they say they finna have a baby or get married or something like that.
Did she not know him when he was a child?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
nasty.
she raised her nigga.
She said that's nasty.
She groomed him.
She raised her nigga.
Like what?
She knew what nigga she wanted. She got
Y'all
it.
making me want to drink.
Yeah.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
she knew what kind of nigga she wanted. She molded his ass. You hear me? It's some wild shit.
Why I keep having this man baby?
He said, I'm just gonna raise my next nigga. Fuck this.
Right, yeah. This, you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Yeah. Bro, that's this.
Oh, gosh.
Look,
Fuck you,
Tim,
Southside.
I don't know what the fuck you going through, baby, but
I pray that's not.
get this chair.
Is it
Sit
on
your
TV?
country ass down, man. Sit your
Well, she
country
said it on
ass
TMZ.
down, man.
Well, she said if the
Yeah, so I hope everybody was able to gain something of insight from the broadcast tonight. We touched on some serious things, and it was some more lighthearted moments. But again, if you have not heard of my brother, You Know Maaacus, that we just reviewed here tonight on the Manestream Podcast, go over there and subscribe to this brother's channel, man. I'm telling you, he has a lot of very interesting topics over there, different guests. And for those of you that don't know him, if you're familiar with the 5150 show, you've seen my brother Marcus on there, okay? As one of Corey's proteges, okay? And that's another thing, to include the broadcast. Man, I wasn't even going to say anything about this, but it just popped in my head. I'm going to say this before I close out tonight. There's been a lot of people talking about, man, why Corey, why Marcus ain't on the 5150 show no more, though? Like, listen, man, ain't no beef between Marcus and brother Corey, okay? But those that been saying that shit, first of all, look at what Marcus been doing. Corey understand that. Marcus got his own tour that he headlining, okay? Headlining. Not a part, headlining. City to city. Some of y'all might have caught the brother show. Very funny. He came here to Atlanta, man. Rocked it. Okay? Rocked it. You get your money's worth when you go see the brother. But he's busy doing that and a lot of more different projects he's got coming up. He's going to be announcing. So ain't no beef, man. When somebody's making moves and on the grind, that don't mean that there's no beef with somebody if you ain't seen them on the show. Okay? So y'all, for those people that's doing that, stop that, man. Don't do that. Speak on things after you get a confirmation, not speculation, because a lot of them people, y'all want to see that kind of stuff for the people that's doing it. Them brothers good. It ain't no issues, okay? But anyway, go over there, check him out. You Know Maaacus is the YouTube channel. Go over there and subscribe. And again, reflect on some of the things that we discussed here tonight. Okay, like I said, I like to try to mix a little bit of, entertainment in here every now and again when we do some teaching. But we're going to have some very serious broadcasts coming up because I got to get on them sound bozos that's defending that comment that Tom Brady made. Oh, I'm going to light them up. I'm glad they over there. I got something for them. Oh, I do. And we will have a broadcast on survival tips and different types of equipment coming up over on Patreon. Be looking out for that very soon. Thank you to everybody that joined us in attendance here tonight, everybody that contributed to the broadcast. And family, stay safe, stay ready out there. Salute to you, Black First. I want you to enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you all in future content.